Did Caruso leave? Caruso was down there as well. There's Caruso. He's about to launch one up.
Yeah, Chet Holmgren, Alex Caruso warming up. Aaron Gordon is the last Nugget warming up right now. Jamal Murray at least has not thus far, and I don't think is expected to go through his on-court pregame warm-up, but he is available tonight, which means he's playing, which means he's starting, which means let's see what the Nuggets get out of Jamal Murray tonight.
Well, it's good to have him available.
Damn
I asked
right it
you,
is.
do you start someone else, though? Do you at least start, whether it's Pickett, Strother, take your pick, Westbrook, I guess. Maybe this puts Westbrook in play. Do you let him start the game?
No, I think you got to know right away.
I put Jamal out there and see how it's going?
Yeah, I think the faster that you can get him into, number one, you got to get him into a lather. You got to get his heart rate up, see how his body responds, all those kind of things. So you got to do that quickly, and also you got to know what you have in him. By the way, Jamal Murray was born February 23rd, 1997. The Michael Jordan flu game in Utah, June 11th, 1997. So Jamal Murray was 4 months old when MJ played the flu game in 1997. I love it too, Andy. It's just so funny after The Last Dance. It's the air quotes flu game.
I was about to say, can we even call it that anymore?
Because we know that MJ was up, I don't know, what was he, drinking scotch?
Yeah, it was the Jack Daniels flu game.
Eating bad pizza or whatever until 3 in the morning.
Then they tried to blame a pizza place.
Right.
When, let's be honest, you played a couple. The only thing that was bad that night was the hands of poker you had going.
Isn't it so funny, too? Like, it's we get worked up over, oh, man, did you see that NFL player in Cabo on vacation in the bye week? What's that jerk doing? Do you people know what Michael Jordan was doing before games? Granted, he went and balled out. He always had the performances. He went and did the job. But, yeah, that guy wasn't exactly I feel like the idea of like sleep as a performance enhancing drug, that's a very like modern thing. Back in MJ's day, it was just like, okay, I got 4 or 5 hours, caught a nap before the game, I'm good to go.
Okay, if we really wanted to have a fun 30 for 30 or a just big documentary, some of what these dudes played and what they did the night before.
Right.
You know what? You could do a whole era of it. You know,
David Wells threw a perfect game off of like an hour's sleep. He was hungover as hell.
Anybody our age has got a story about seeing Bichette or Walker in particular downtown at a club the night before or whatever. You know, I've heard some stories about John Riggins and showing up, coffee aplenty. Remember it was Max McGee of the Packers that went out and tied one on because he didn't think he was going to play, and he got put in like Super Bowl I against the Chiefs and had himself a game. Yeah, some of the guys now, again, the modern athlete, I don't know, they're kind of like the modern rock stars.
Some guys also, like some guys kind of needed that, right?
Yes.
They needed a little headache and dehydration in order to be able to go play the way they needed to.
Everybody functions through their days somehow differently.
Exactly. So. Whatever is required of you. All right, Andy, we got a couple of minutes left. Again, the update, Jamal Murray's playing. He hasn't warmed up, but he is playing tonight. He's available to play, so Jamal's going. That's good news for the Denver Nuggets. Andy, give me your prediction. We know Jamal's going. If he's going, he's going to start. I'm assuming he's going to play his regular minutes. We don't know what version of Jamal Murray you're getting tonight, but he is going. He's going to play through the illness. What's your prediction?
Yeah, I don't have any confidence with these predictions anymore. Anything I say usually is not the way it goes. But I'll say this. If they can get, like I said, a group effort in the scoring, not just relying on Nikola, just at least give me 4 guys chipping in around 20 points, okay? And then something from your bench, I think they make it to Game 7. And I'm going to predict that there's just something about Nikola Jokic. He looked back to himself last game, so I'm going to bank on that continuing this game, and I think they get it. I think it's going to be nip and tuck. I think it's going to be like the last few games. I think it's going to be uncomfortable, but I think they find a way to give us action on Sunday at 1:30 in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Nuggets to win this game by 7.
Ooh, you like the 7 number again?
I do. Right. I'm going to go with it. 7 to force a Game 7. Nuggets are going to get the victory tonight. I think Jokic is huge, but also here's what I'm looking for tonight. I'm looking for a triple-double from Nikola Jokic. That means his teammates make enough shots that Joker can have at least 10 assists in this game. I'm looking for a triple-double out of Joker. And here's my offbeat prediction. I'm saying 12 points from Julian Strawther tonight. I'm saying you're getting double figures out of Julian tonight. He's going to hit some threes. He's going to get confident. He's going to feel good on his home floor, and the Nuggets are going to get the victory. Oh, man, we had a cast of many joining the show today. Thanks again to Dave Pasch of ESPN. Thanks again to Dan Hyatt, who stopped by live and in person. Thanks to Mark Kestisher of ESPN. Thanks to Vic Lombardi. Thanks to all of you for tuning into the show today. Thanks to our super producer, Kevin Shockey out here running around. Spring back at the shop. Our remote engineer crushing it today was Alan Baca. That's to do it for us. Mark Bertinoli's got your pregame coverage. Tip-off coming up at 6:30. Game 6, Nuggets Thunder on your home for Denver Nuggets basketball. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. Good night.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. Proud partners of the Nuggets, Avalanche, Rapids, and Mammoth.
You ready for this?
Get in the game with Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
You've got a chance to win a Mazda MX-5 from Silterhar Motors, and you can earn 25% more entries now. Visit AltitudeSportsRadio.com for all the details. Proceeds benefit Make-A-Wish Colorado.
Nate Kreckman for Roller Auction, Colorado's premier auction marketplace. Check out Roller's government auctions if you're looking for well-maintained fleet vehicles and equipment, as well as heavy construction equipment, contractor equipment and tools, restaurant equipment, police evidence, and so much more. It's so easy and so fun to bid and buy online at Roller Auction. And it's open to everybody. Plus, they can help you sell your assets and turn them into cash. Go to roller.bid to see the entire lineup of upcoming auctions. That's roller.bid.
This is Dan Kaplis. As you know, we're all endowed by our Creator with the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But one of the ways those rights get ripped away is by violence on our roadways. There are so many violent crashes caused by reckless drivers speeding and weaving like a bat out of hell. They're often drugged, drunk, or both, but they clearly don't give a darn about your life or the lives of your children. I've spent 39 years of my working life standing up for good people whose lives have been torn apart by reckless drivers. I have a proven track record of making these reckless drivers and their insurance companies pay in full. We are the only firm in Colorado history to win 5 straight multi-million-dollar jury verdicts in Colorado crash cases. We are a serious firm for serious cases. We accept righteous injury cases on a percentage fee basis. If you need my help, please give us a call at 303-770-5551 or hit dankapleslaw.com.
Spring is here, and it's time to get your home ready for warmer days. This is Brett Kane, and if your windows are drafty, your siding's faded, or your roof's seen better days, now is the perfect time to call K&H Home Solutions. Spring and summer appointments are already filling up fast, so if you want your project wrapped up before the heat of the summer or the chaos of back to school, don't wait. Call today and get on the schedule. 303-421-7100 or visit khwindows.com.
K&H Home Solutions has what you're looking for.
Lowe's knows that no matter your paint or stain project, saving is at the top of your to-do list. Save now with buy one, get one half off select paints, stains, and primers from top brands like Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, and Cabot via Visa gift card rebate. Find more Memorial Day deals now at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details. Offer valid 5/15 through 5/28.
This is Jeff for Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, where our erectile dysfunction treatments are shown to be effective in nearly 90% of cases. Here's one of our patients sharing his experience on our ED treatments.
The reality is I had to look in the mirror and say something has to change. Hi, this is Austin, and I've been a patient of the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic for well over 2 years. I noticed a change when I turned 50 that ED was affecting my personal life. The Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic has really just changed my life. They knew exactly what to do. They had solutions for me. From that point forward, I had the confidence. My self-esteem has increased, and all the other effects that were negatively affecting my personal life have really changed significantly. If you're feeling like I was feeling, please call the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. They will help you, and they will be discreet and confidential, and I promise you, your life will change.
It's true. If you're like most men, you'll be having great sex again, potentially as soon as the day after your appointment. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
We've always known Redbird Farms for being the fan favorite chicken at home or in your favorite restaurant. Now you can find it behind the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market. You can choose fresh, hand-picked cuts of flavorful chicken breast, the wing, the thighs. Get the perfect portions for any occasion when you're cooking by yourself or feeding the whole team at home. It's perfect for grilling, roasting, any way you crave your chicken. It's gotta be Redbird. Available fresh, frozen, and now at the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market.
Redbird Farms.
Why'd I go to the doctor? One day at the firehouse, I was so lightheaded I could barely stand. Even my crew noticed. Getting checked out was the right call. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit NoTimeToWait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Heavy traffic up north, backups on I-25. This report sponsored by Mattress Firm. Big wreck there. Southbound 25 approaching 104th. 3 left lanes are blocked off. Back to 136th Avenue. It's over a 30-minute delay. Out in Aurora, it's a crash causing a backup eastbound 70 at Airport Boulevard. That's in the left lane. Get matched and sleep at night during Mattress Firm's Upgrade Your Sleep sale. Take 120 nights to love your new bed or your money back. Restrictions apply. I'm Susan Thielen for Traffic and Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
KKSE Parker, KKSE FM HD1 Broomfield, KKSE FM HD2 Broomfield, K269 AE Boulder. We are Altitude Sports Radio, the home of Mile High playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Nation, let's go!
This is Denver Nuggets basketball.
And now the Thunder playing clock. A bucket here, they win the basketball game. SGA has it at the point. He's got it out there by Christian Brown. Gets a pick from Hartenstein. Takes a 3. Ball game. Denver's going to lose game number 5. They're down by 6. 109 to 103. And it's win or stay home for Denver in game number 6.
The Thunder took over in the fourth quarter on Wednesday to win their second straight in this second round series. Denver comes up short and gets pushed to the brink of elimination as OKC gets the 112 to 105 victory. Tonight, the Nuggets season is on the line. It's a must-win Game 6 as Denver and OKC meet here in the Mile High City. Coming up in your Denver Nugget pregame preview, Jason Kosminski will break this game down with the keys to the contest, and David Adelman will speak the truth when he joins us in our coaches show.
But my regret would be I had the 4 timeouts, take Jamal out, give him a 2-minute rest, get him back with that first timeout. But I actually thought our possessions, I would say for the first 9 minutes were pretty good. And I give Lou Dort credit. You know, it was Shai late, but Lou's the one who kept him in that game.
It's the Nuggets and the Thunder, round 2, game 6. And your pregame show starts right now.
This is an exclusive presentation of Denver Nuggets basketball.
Christian Brown, two-hand! They'll kick out Bree Gordon. Yeah! Michael Porter Jr. Jamal Murray's on fire. Got it at the horn. Game winner. Nikola Jokic.
This is Denver Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
The pregame show is sponsored by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law. Medical doctor and attorney, go to ramoslaw.com. Welcome, I'm Mark Bertinoli. I'll be your host this evening, and I am coming to you live from Section 260 here at Ball Arena in downtown Denver, Colorado. Tonight, the 4th-seeded Denver Nuggets, who trail in the series 3-2, are at home to play Game 6 of Round 2 of the NBA playoffs against the top-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder. Game 5 was great. That was some great playoff basketball we witnessed 2 nights ago in OKC. In a tied series, the winner of Game 5 goes on to win the series the majority of the time. So it was a big game as Denver and OKC had traded wins through the first 4 matchups. For the second time in this series, Joker went for 40 or more. He was cooking for the Nuggets, and Denver took control early in the first quarter and maintained the lead throughout the game. Nuggets were up by 11 in the second quarter, and they took an 86-78 lead into the fourth. But after scoring 30 in the third, OKC held the Nuggets to 19 points in the fourth, and all of a sudden, we had another tight game late.
Hartenstein at the free throw line, little floater. No good. Rebound down to Peyton Watson. Denver's got to score here. You got to keep the pressure on. Murray has the outlet pass off over to Jokic. Jokic against Hartenstein on the high right side. Brings it back out of the point. Beat him off the dribble. Fake the pass. Floater. Good! Timeout called by Mark Daignault. Denver leads it by 9. Jokic runs it down at the midcourt circle. 6 on the clock. Jokic. Spin move. One-legged three. Got it! Oh my God! 103 to 103, the tie! What a shot by Joker! They want to confirm that it's a 3. That was one leg in the air, a fadeaway three-pointer at the point, right over Weird Science. Count that basket, we're tied up at 103.
Joker with the deep 3 to tie the game at 103 with just over a minute to go, but the Thunder answered with back-to-back three-pointers to push their lead to 6, and the Nuggets couldn't close. OKC takes Game 5, 112 to 105. Joker and Jamal combined for 25 points in the third, but only Joker made an impact in the fourth as Denver struggled to make shots again. Lou Dort caught fire, hit 3 3-pointers in a span of 2 minutes in the fourth. Joker had 44 points and 15 rebounds. Jamal Murray scored 28 points on 10 of 27 shooting. Aaron Gordon had 13, but no other Nugget player was in double figures. And that brings us to tonight and Game 6. OKC had 6 players in double figures, led by SGA, who scored 31 in Game 5. Except for Game 2, every other game in this series has come down to the closing minutes. Denver has had a fourth quarter lead in the last 2 contests, and OKC has rallied to win both. In Game 5, Joker and AG were 23 of 38 combined from the field. The rest of the Nuggets roster shot 17 of 59. MPJ's shoulder has really affected his shooting. Mike has scored 3 points or less in 3 of the 5 games in this series. And the hits just keep coming. This morning, the Denver Nuggets put Jamal Murray on the injury report. He is questionable tonight due to illness. He is a game-time decision. If the Thunder win tonight, the Nuggets season is over, and the Thunder will face the Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals. If the Nuggets win tonight, we will have a winner-take-all Game 7 back in Oklahoma on Sunday. So, for more of that, for today's game, let's bring in the power and the passion that is the voice of the Nuggets, Jason Kosmiski. Kaz!
Bert, my man, there is no chance of a 10-minute slide before tonight's game, man.
Yeah, only game of the night, man.
Yeah, we're the only game on the docket, baby.
Yeah, nice normal start time.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy.
It's not 8:55 before we kick this thing off. Yeah, so good.
How'd you feel when you woke up this morning knowing this might be the last Nugget game of the season?
Yeah, Bert, I mean, that's never a good time. I've really starting to fall in love with Oklahoma City, and the
actual city.
Yeah, I sure would like to go back there one more time, Bert. I'd love to see my bartenders and all the people that I've got to know and love here over the last week and a half or so.
You ever miss going back to Seattle, my brother?
Oh my God, dude! I tell you that the last 2, and this is just my opinion, people, so don't be starting to hate on me. But the NBA lost the last 2 NBA moves, right? I mean, you lose Vancouver, Washington for Memphis, and then you lose Seattle for Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
So at some point, we got to get a little payback around this place, man.
Right. Well, I'm assuming here in a year or so, the NBA is going to announce Seattle and Vegas as the new expansion teams.
So if that happens, who's going to the East?
I don't know.
Memphis?
I don't know. Who is it?
It's got to be Memphis.
Is it, you think? I mean, geographically, but geography doesn't really pay. I don't know, man. I have no idea who they're going to send to the East when that happens. All right, so what happened in the fourth quarter in Game 5? Because, I mean, the Nuggets looked like they were in control of that basketball game since midway through the first quarter, and then something happened in the fourth. What was it?
Yeah, you're right, Bert. You had it in the open. Nuggets led after 1, led at halftime, led after 3. And unfortunately, Bert, we all have to be honest with ourselves, and we had to have seen this coming at some point. I mean, the minutes is just, I've been telling anybody that wants to listen that the starters' minutes is just not sustainable. At some point, it's gonna give out on you. And what really kicked the Nuggets was that after that late night game followed by that afternoon game, that was a curveball there. And they looked like they recovered from it, but Bert, you just can't keep doing it. And at this point, there's nothing else you can do. You are going to play your rotation the way you did against the Clippers for 7 games, and the way you've done so far against the Thunder. But you look at the fourth quarter in the last 2 games, Bert, and this has running out of gas written all over it. Nuggets get outscored at home 34-19 last game in the fourth quarter. The game before that, they got outscored 29-18 in the fourth quarter. They're just tired, man. It's been a long season, short rotation. You don't have any depth, and, eventually that's going to bite you, and that's what's been happening here over the last 2 games.
Nuggets Nation got a little nervous this morning when they woke up and saw Jamal Murray on the injury report. Now, the Nuggets just announced minutes ago that Jamal's going to start. So Jamal will be in the starting lineup tonight. He was a game-time decision.
Get out of here. That guy, he's not going to play?
That's what I was saying.
Come on,
he could be missing an arm and a leg.
Yeah, he'd be coughing up he could be coughing up a spleen. He's still going to play.
Yeah, he's just going to be limping out there. But yeah, so my question, I guess, for you is can you expect 100% from Jamal?
Yeah, like how worried are we?
Yeah, about the illness itself.
Yeah, I don't know, Bert. I mean, I think that obviously he's not feeling very well, but once this thing gets underway and it's winter, stay home, you're going to get. I don't think you're going to see much of it now at halftime or. Maybe later on in the game, maybe, on top of him already being tired like the rest of the Nuggets players are, then you have an illness to deal with on top of that. So, hopefully, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I just hope it's not going to be a problem in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Do you think, how do you feel the Nuggets handle elimination games? Like in the past, how do you feel the Nuggets come and bring it when they have a game where it's win or go home?
Yeah, Bert, the Denver Nuggets are they're a tough out in elimination games. They really are. If you just look during the bubble run, Denver played 7 total win or go home games. That's more than any other team has ever played in the playoffs. They went that stretch, Bert, as you know, 6-1. During the championship, the Nuggets played 20 playoff games. Not one of them was an elimination. Denver in elimination games in the Jokic Murray era since 2018. They've won 64% of those games. They're 9-5. So they win more of these than they lose, Bert, but they have lost them in the past. But the stats will suggest that Denver will probably win tonight, if you go by the numbers.
The Oklahoma City Thunder seem to be learning as they go in this series. You know what I mean? I'm not sure they would have won game 4 if it was game 1. Does that make any sense?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, because in game 1, this team, the Thunder, after game 1, they were down in the dumps, and there was a lot of questions, and that's why you got a championship caliber team that bounced back the way they did in game number 2. Lose again in game number 3, but you're right, they're starting to get educated, and I think the big thing for them, Bert, is that they understand that you don't want to panic in those situations. They see how calm Denver is in clutch minutes, and I think they've kind of picked up on that. Again, they're the youngest team in the playoffs this year, so you're right. They're learning as they go, and it especially helps when it's late in basketball games. And before, what they used to do is they just throw it to Shai and everybody would get out of his way. And now they're not really doing that anymore. Everybody else is trying to get involved. Although Alexander will take most of those shots, everybody else is doing little things to try and help to keep possession or keep the lead alive or be able to catch up. So yeah, you're right. They are definitely getting educated in clutch minutes playing the Denver Nuggets.
Are you surprised that the team sitting there in the Western Conference Finals waiting for either the Nuggets or the Thunder or the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Again, I say, why don't we reseed?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I mean, What did they say about the Nuggets when they won the championship? They had the easiest path or whatever. I mean, I guess we could kind of say that about Minnesota.
Right.
I mean, you kind of had an easy way to get there. They're not grinding it out against the Oklahoma City Thunder every night. I mean, once you, like Steve Curry even said, once you lose Curry, you're dead in the water. So, I'm not surprised. And just think of all the rest they're getting now, Bert. So watch this happen. Watch the Nuggets win Game 6, win Game 7, have one night off.
They play Minnesota.
But at least those will be home games, so I guess that's something to look forward to. But no, I'm not surprised. They're a very well coached team. Again, and you know what happens? All these defensive teams, especially in the Western Conference, find their way into the title game. I mean, you have Oklahoma City, the best defense in the West. I thought Houston probably was a little bit better than Minnesota defensively, but obviously they didn't make it. And now you have another defensive-minded team in the Minnesota Timberwolves that are just sitting there waiting.
The Denver Nuggets do not play hero ball. That's not what they do.
No.
But if you were going to name one player for the Nuggets to step it up tonight and help them win this Game 6, who would that player be?
Yeah, Bert, I'm going to give you 3 of them, because if this doesn't happen, the Denver Nuggets are not going to win the basketball game. Jamal Murray's sick, and, Murray, Gordon, and Jokic can only do so much, man. I mean, they've done everything you can ask for them. So the other 3 that have to play, now, I throw Christian Brown in there, but I'm careful to do that, because the way he has played on the defensive end, especially against SGA, has been absolutely superb. But I'm going to throw him in there for the offensive end. Michael Porter Jr., Christian Brown, and Russell Westbrook. None of those guys can have off-night shootings. We can't see, Bert, 1 for 8. We can't see 2 for 11. These guys have to play tonight, and they have to perform, or else Denver's going to lose this basketball game. The Nuggets need absolutely everybody in game number 6. There's no more hiding anymore.
You think the Oklahoma City Thunder make any changes tonight, or what you get is what you get, and it's what we're going to get for the rest of the series?
Yeah, I think so, Bert. I think that's probably been the case since game number 3. They have a fantastic bench. We all know that. Case and Wallace, Andrew Wiggins. Man, Wallace is so good on the defensive end. Isaiah Joe really hasn't done much. Andrew Wiggins has been good. They're 10 guys deep. Denver's 6.5 deep. Everybody knows what's going to happen here. It's going to be the same type of look as we've seen in the previous 5 games. It's just who can win it in the fourth quarter.
All right. Let's check out the Johnson Auto Plaza keys to the game.
Well, tonight, Bert, we got a couple of them for you here tonight for the keys to the game. The 3-point shooting it's got to stop again tonight. You got to make 3-pointers. Murray and Michael Porter Jr. combined 1 of 9 from downtown in game number 5. Those are, arguably your best 3-point shooters that aren't named Nikola Jokic. They can't go 1 for 9 tonight. Denver's got to click on all cylinders. And by the way, Bert, I still have hope in Michael Porter Jr. When he scores 15 or more points in a basketball game in the postseason, the Nuggets are 3-1. I know his shoulder's hurting. I know he would not be playing in the regular season. But if you're out there anyway, and if you don't win tonight, you got months to recover. You might as well leave it all out there. I hope MPJ really connects from downtown here tonight at Ball Arena.
All right, Cos, as always, you the man. Good job. Tonight's keys to the game were powered by Johnson Auto Plaza, where you get selection, service, and incredible savings on Ram, Jeep, Chevy, Buick, and GMC, all at one location. Experience the power of the plaza at Johnson Auto Plaza. We will roll on with your pregame show. It's brought to you by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law, medical doctor and attorney. Go to ramoslaw.com after a break on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show, live from Ball Arena on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Brought to you by Ramos Law. Visit ramoslaw.com. Alex Ryan-Emmy
Hey Nuggets Nation, it's Raj from the Morning Sprint. Weekdays 10 a.m. to noon. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder in Game 6. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. will Coach Sanford and I be talking about a Game 7. Either way, we're going to have so much to talk about with you. What's next for the Nuggets? Get it here on the home of Mile High Playoffs. You're listening to Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
This is Todd Frayton's heart. He's begun his wellness journey. This is its sound on a treadmill, at a slight incline, on a stroll through the forest. And this is the heart of Maria Sanchez, his physician. What's it doing here? A lot, actually. Because when we partner with you, we don't just offer a strategic plan and status updates. We put our hearts into it, beat for beat. We call it the power of we, Intermountain Health.
Hey Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai. With Colorado's largest Hyundai service department in the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
Summer is approaching and it's time for a mountain getaway. Join us at Century Casino for our $175,000 Summer Escape giveaway. Win free play and finale entries every weekend. Win a Ford Escape Hybrid on July 6th. Weekend drawing entries earned with every 50 base points. Improve your odds by joining us Tuesday or Friday for multiplied entries no matter what you play. Take I-70 to exit 243 to the Central City Parkway. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
We've always known Redbird Farms for being the fan favorite chicken at home or in your favorite restaurant. Now you can find it behind the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market. You can choose fresh, hand-picked cuts of flavorful chicken breast, the wings, the thighs. Get the perfect portions for any occasion when you're cooking by yourself or feeding the whole team at home. It's perfect for grilling, roasting, any way you crave your chicken. It's gotta be Redbird. Available fresh, frozen, and now at the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market.
Redbird Farms.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Brought to you by Ramos Law. Visit RamosLaw.com.
Pre-game show is sponsored by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law, medical doctor and attorney. Go to RamosLaw.com. Welcome back. Mark Bertinelli coming to you live from section 260 here at Ball Arena as the Denver Nuggets take the court for game number 6, a must-win game. The Nuggets season will end if they do not get the win tonight and force a game 7 back in Oklahoma on Sunday. Let's check out the scoreboard presented by Red Dolly Casino, Blackhawks' oldest and friendliest casino in the NBA. This is the lone game tonight. It's the only game in the NBA. It's Nuggets and Thunder. And we're getting down to it. We're almost down to the Final Four and the conference finals. Yesterday, the Boston Celtics stayed alive against the Knicks there in Boston. The Knicks came in with a 3-1 series lead, and they led this game as well, but the Celtics took over in the second half. Boston wins the game 127-102 to force a game 6 back at Madison Square Garden tomorrow as the Knicks look to move on and face the Indiana Pacers, who have just been kicking it over there in the East after they eliminated the Cleveland Cavaliers in 5 games. Matter of fact, the Pacers got a 4-1 win over the Bucks to get to the second round, and then a 4-1 win over the Cavaliers, and now they're waiting for the winner of the Knicks-Celtics series. The other game saw the Minnesota Timberwolves eliminate the Golden State Warriors. The Timberwolves playing Game 5 with the 121-110 win over Golden State. Minnesota wins the series 4-1. Julius Randle with a big game last night in that Game 5, and now the Timberwolves are awaiting the winner of the Thunder Nuggets series. The Timberwolves will be the away team when that series starts. They are the 6th seed and made it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. We will continue with your pregame show. It's sponsored by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law, medical doctor and attorney. Go to ramoslaw.com after a quick timeout right here on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Sports Radio Network is brought to you by Central City.
The daughter of an electrical engineer, Leslie Bailey's dad told her that she should learn a trade. Even though she waited until her 40s, she switched careers and became a union electrician. She loves the freedom to travel and work in other states or countries and says the feeling of belonging to something bigger than yourself is amazing.
I'm Leslie Bailey. I am the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW. Come join us.
Go online at IBEW68.com.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.99% APR on a 2025 Civic or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or HR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, and it's no surprise. Same game parlay from Bet365 just keeps getting better.
Well, it's even easier to make a bet. Choose from the most popular markets like hits, run line, totals, and home runs. So many to choose from.
Download the app, start building your bet, and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Colorado. T&Cs apply.
Hey basketball fans, ready to score some cash back? Tip off your shopping trips with the Ibotta app and get cash back on groceries and more. Start with Ibotta to find offers at hundreds of your favorite retailers, from grocery and home improvement to sporting goods and apparel. Then shop as usual in-store or online. The average saver earns over $100 per year. Download the free app and start earning cash back today. Ibotta. Cash back made easy. Ibotta is a proud sponsor of the Denver Nuggets.
We've always known Redbird Farms for being the fan favorite chicken at home or in your favorite restaurant. Now you can find it behind the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market. You can choose fresh, hand-picked cuts of flavorful chicken breast, the wings, the thighs. Get the perfect portions for any occasion when you're cooking by yourself or feeding the whole team at home. It's perfect for grilling, roasting, any way you crave your chicken. It's gotta be Redbird. Available fresh, frozen, and now at the butcher counter at King Supers and City Market.
Redbird Farms.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Brought to you by Ramos Law. Visit ramoslaw.com.
This broadcast of Nuggets basketball is brought to you by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible. Welcome back. Nuggets and Thunder in a Game 6 tonight here in the Mile High City. Let's check out the injury report. It's brought to you by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law. Medical doctor and attorney. Visit ramoslaw.com. Well, the injury report had been the same for both teams all the way up to today, and that's when Jamal Murray made the injury report as he was listed as questionable due to illness, but as mentioned earlier in the pregame show, Jamal is out there. Matter of fact, he will start this game, but he is dealing with an illness. Of course, Mike is still dealing with that shoulder injury, so that's what the injury report looks like. The scores from around the world of sports. In the NHL, we got 2 playoff games tonight as the NHL gets close to both their conference finals. Right now, we got Game 5 between the Capitals and the Hurricanes. Carolina leads this series 3-1. This game is going in Washington, so Caps have to win this thing to force a Game 6. Right now, it is tied 1-1 between the Canes and the Caps with 8:50 to go in the second period. And the late game tonight is the Jets and the Stars. The Dallas Stars can eliminate the Jets in Winnipeg tonight. This is Game 5. Dallas leads the series 3-1. So a win, and the Jets are done, and the Stars are moving on to the Western Conference Finals. Yesterday, the Panthers hammered the Toronto Maple Leafs. In Toronto, Maple Leaf fan was losing their mind as the Panthers roll that 6-1. It looked like Toronto was going to have an easy series when they won the first 2 games, but they've now lost 3 straight. Florida leads the series 3-2, and tomorrow can eliminate Toronto in Florida. And the Edmonton Oilers eliminated the Vegas Golden Knights last night. Edmonton with an overtime game-winning goal in Game 5, a 1-0 win for Edmonton as the Oilers win the series 4-1. And in Major League Baseball, Rockies are off tonight. They will start a new series tomorrow. Let's see, 1 game going on it right now. Rangers and Astros are scoreless in the top of the second. We will continue with your Denver Nugget pregame show after a quick timeout right here on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Brought to you by Ramos Law. Visit RamosLaw.com.
At 9 News, our weather impact team prioritizes alerting you early and often when disruptive weather comes to Colorado. We explain when severe weather will hit, how it will directly affect your life, and deliver information that keeps you prepared. When we experience any weather that impacts or inconveniences you, we'll issue a weather impact day. Be prepared and stay connected during severe weather with your 9 News weather impact team.
Alex, Ryan, Emmy.
Hey, Nuggets Nation, it's Raj from the Morning Sprint. Weekdays 10 a.m. to noon. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder in Game 6. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. will Coach Sanford and I be talking about a Game 7. Either way, we're going to have so much to talk about with you. What's next for the Nuggets? Get it here on the home of Mile High Playoffs. You're listening to Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
When the game is on the line, you need someone you can trust and rely on. And when you've been seriously injured, you can trust Berg Simpson. The experienced and nationally recognized lawyers at Berg Simpson are ready to fight aggressively for your best possible outcome. We know that legal victories are not given. They are earned through hard work, determination, and commitment to excellence.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
Next time you want to drive up the hill to play at the casinos in Central City, don't crawl up that old twisty canyon stuck behind slow buses and gravel trucks. Do what I do. Take I-70 to the Central City Casino Parkway. It's a quick, easy, scenic drive, and best of all, it's a modern 4-lane highway. Central City offers everything you need. Hotels, dining, bars open 24/7, and live casino action day or night. So remember, don't take old twisty, cruise I-70 to the Parkway and take the 4 lanes to fun.
Style or substance? Somehow it became one or the other when choosing a truck. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 6/2/25.
Nuggets Nation. Let's go! Jerseys are on, laces are tied. The Nuggets are ready for tonight's game. Are you? Don't drop the ball. Choose aluminum for your favorite beverage. A sustainability slam dunk. Alley-oop. Dunk! 2 hands! Let's go all in for a sustainable future. That's clean living right there. All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Brought to you by Ramos Law. Visit ramoslaw.com.
Tonight's Nugget game is brought to you by your local Commodore Buick GMC dealers. Welcome back. Here is David Adelman.
Hi. Hey, what can you tell us about Jamal's illness? When did you become aware of it, and is it a continuation of what you guys dealt with against the Clippers, or is it something entirely new?
I found out this morning. I'm not a doctor. I have seen Outbreak, but he is definitely sick and questionable up until the tip. So we've talked about, before anybody asks, who will start in his place. There's a lot of ways we could go. So good options, but obviously hoping Jamal plays.
Coach, we know Jokic plays a beautiful game. He makes the right pass. Is there a temptation in a case like this, an elimination game, to ask him to be more selfish in terms of either drawing a foul, getting him into the line, just say, I know guys are open because of the spacing, but I'd rather you shoot?
I mean, he was 17 to 25, had a very efficient fourth quarter. Guys missed wide open shots, good shots. I also think saying get fouled isn't really a good message because you actually have to get fouled. They have to blow the whistle. They're not calling a lot of fouls. So posting him up, you think he would get to the line, but they're going to triple team him when we post him up. So we were trying to get him in space as best we can. But yes, to your point, I hope he's aggressive, in a game like this. But I thought he was in Game 5. I mean, that's pretty efficient, 5 of 7 from 3. Like I said, 17 to 25. So if we get 40 plus, 15 plus, 5 plus again, I think we have a good chance of winning.
You wouldn't look at that fourth quarter, I'm sure, and you see he didn't shoot much, and only Jamal's layup late and Joker scored. What did you see going back to the film offensively that you weren't able to achieve?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it comes down to just shot making. I thought the only regret I had was not taking Jamal out to start the fourth quarter, because I watched the fourth quarter and I don't see a very tired Nikola Jokic. I see a guy score 13 points, demanded double teams and triple teams. But my regret would be I had the 4 timeouts, take Jamal out, give him a 2-minute rest, get him back with that first timeout. But I actually thought our possessions, I would say for the first 9 minutes were pretty good. And I give Lou Dort credit. It was Shai late, but Lou's the one who kept them in that game. And when they did miss shots, if you go back and watch it, we had transition breakouts, missed a layup, missed a wide open corner 3 with guys that you want to have the ball in their hand. I thought, like we talked about, Nikola was aggressive to score until the point where he couldn't and made the right play to other people. And, I just think as the game wore on, their physicality up the floor, I thought our pick and roll started way too high. And, yeah, we are flatly spaced to give those guys room to go, but the screening kind of took a tick down, and I thought their screening took a tick up on the other end. So offensively, we just got to own our spots better. But I will live with the majority of the shots that I saw in the fourth quarter. I trust those guys. There's a reason why we're in Game 6 of the West Conference semifinals, because other guys have made big shots throughout this playoff run. So I have to keep trusting. But if I have to, we'll put the ball in different parts of the court to hopefully maybe attack the rotations better for Nikola.
When you guys are generating the clean looks that you want and they're just not going in, what is your process of kind of trying to help the guys mentally reset for a game like this over from the last 2 games, really?
Yeah, I think the Game 4 and the Game 5, the interesting part was we didn't shoot the ball well, but if you're not going to shoot it well, then everything else has to have this extreme, to use the word again, uptick. Your defensive rebounding, our defensive rebound was great in Game 5. Even playing zone as much as we did, it's hard to rebound against that team. But I thought what really showed, we took a step back of getting through screens late. And again, that's nothing to do with making shots. But my point is, you're not ball a lot in the fourth quarter. That makes absolutely no sense. So we will do what we do. We share the ball. It's what we've done all season long. Historic assist team. At the shots, their role players made shots, got them back in the game. And obviously Shai went to work at the end there. But yeah, I don't think it's a thing where you talk about it. You're just proud of the fact that they're trying to do the right thing for each other. If that leads to wide open shots, I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not going to command Jamal and Nikola to take awful shots to just prove that they shot the ball a lot in the fourth quarter. That makes absolutely no sense. So we will do what we do. We share the ball. It's what we've done all season long. Historic assist team. If the shots go in, those assist totals are at 30, not at 20. We know that, and we're going to trust it.
Coach, Michael Porter Jr. obviously been struggling to score. How far into the game as a coach do you know when a player doesn't have it for that night and that maybe you need to see about utilizing someone else for him?
Michael's one of the best shooters in the world. He's one of the guys that are actually not leaving. And I trust Mike to have a good night tonight. He's one of our starters. You know, like I said, I can only trust the whatever many years I've watched Michael Porter shoot the ball. So if I'm downing him one night and then trusting him the next night, that's my issue, not Michael's. So did Michael play great? No. Can Michael play great? I think we've seen it in the playoffs. And when he does play at a level we know he can play at, we are really hard to beat. So I have no regrets playing Michael late. I thought the look he got to tie it was a great look. They doubled down the post up. And that's a guy that for his career has shot the hell out of the ball, especially above the break and in one corner. So it's like you have to trust your players in these moments. I'm pretty sure Mark would say that Lou Dort went 2 for 10, and Lou's nowhere near the shooter that Michael Porter is, but he still trusted Lou in the next game, and what do you know? So you got to trust the guys that got you here, and Michael's one of those guys.
David, happy birthday.
Thanks.
Did you tell your players to not get you anything other than a win?
No, birthdays are, man, I don't know. I got a calendar and a clock that tells me how old I am. I feel like Captain Hook or something. It's like, I like birthdays. They're fun. They're fun for my kids. We'll celebrate it tomorrow, but I appreciate it. Thanks.
That was David Adelman. It's time right now to get it on. Nuggets and Thunder in Game 6 next, right here on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Come on, boys. Come on. Here we go. Let's go, baby. No fear. Everybody be ready to play tonight. Everybody be ready to support each other, man.
Here we go, Nuggets Nation.
Selfless is going to get us this win tonight, all right?
On the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together.
It's where your family gathers. It's where memories are made. And it's the best investment you can make in your home. Now is the perfect time to get the kitchen of your dreams. Hi, I'm Brad Barnett, president of Mountain High Appliance. Stop by one of our beautiful showrooms today where a friendly and knowledgeable associate will help you select your new Monogram Dream Kitchen. Come see how Monogram has redefined the world of luxury appliances. At Mountain High Appliance, we have what you want at the price you want.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
Every morning, we look ahead to what's going to happen with your day.
Our team works relentlessly to make sure we are everywhere for you.
Looking ahead to any potential weather impact days. Traffic updates and breaking news live from the scene to keep you updated. We ask the questions you want asked, and we bring you stories you'll only find on 9 News.
Start with 9 News mornings every day, beginning at 4:30 a.m.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 1.99% APR on a 2025 Ridgeline or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Pilot, 2026 Passport, or 2025 CRV. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons Inc.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of Mile High Playoffs. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder Game 6.
And the crowd is into it.
Coming up tomorrow, we're going to break tonight's game down and talk about what's next for your Nuggets. Are we getting set for a Game 7? And if not, should David Adelman be named as the permanent head coach? It's going to be a busy Friday, and it all starts at 6 in the morning with Brett Kane on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hey Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai. With Colorado's largest Hyundai service department in the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
The Altitude Sports Radio Network welcomes you to Denver Nuggets playoff basketball.
Yeah!
Tonight, it's win or stay home for the Nuggets. It's time to hit some threes.
Let's go!
Then fire up the jet for one more trip to OKC. So let's get rockin', Ball Arena, and let's go Nuggets.
Over to Jokic, guarded by Caruso. Take him to the hole. He starts backing him down. He's in the paint. Hook shot. Good! Jokic guarded by Hartenstein. 10 on the shot clock. Joker for three. Yes! Quick outlet over to Brown. Shot! Two hands. Murray's got one man to beat behind the back. Shot! Two hands! Russell Westbrook. Just turned it up.
It's the Nuggets and Thunder, Game 6. Now, from Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado, here's the voice of the Nuggets, Jason Kosmiski.
Nuggets Nation, let's go!
On the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Greetings, Nuggets fans, far and wide. With Mark Bertinelli in the 260, I'm Jason Kosmiski coming to you live from Ball Arena, and this is Nuggets basketball. Denver taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder in a winner-stay-home game in game number 6. Starters tonight for the Thunder: Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein, Lou Dort, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic, Christian Brown, and Jamal Murray, a tad bit under the weather, will be the starting five tonight for the Denver Nuggets. Obviously a must-win here for Denver. The Nuggets got to win the next two to advance to face the Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals. Nuggets are in the all-whites tonight, and the Oklahoma City Thunder are in the light blues. It'll be Jokic against Chet Holmgren at the midcourt circle. Will Denver have enough gas in the fourth quarter? They could have won the last two, but just ran out of steam. Of course, we knew that was going to be an issue not only all year long, but all postseason long. Tap is controlled by the Denver Nuggets. Aaron Gordon has it. The Nuggets move right to left. Gordon has it up the left sideline, guarded by Holmgren. Top of the key to Christian Brown. Back over to Gordon. Gordon has it at the point. Right side over to Jamal Murray. Murray gets a pick from Jokic. Throws it left side to Gordon and a three. That one's short, and rebound comes down to Jalen Williams. Williams has it up the right sideline here for the Thunder. They move it left to right to begin the basketball game. Williams throws it back out on top over to Holmgren. Back behind him, it's Alexander. Alexander, crossover move, gets in the paint, throws it off to Hartenstein. Floaters up and in. 2-0. The Thunder crack the scoreboard first, and here comes Jokic. Jokic gets the outlet pass off over to Aaron Gordon. Gordon has it on the high left side, throws it inside the arc over to Jokic. Jokic guarded by Hartenstein. Fake the handoff over to Murray. Throws back behind him over to Jamal. Gets a Jokic pick. Moves off of that to the nail. Behind him over to Porter. Shot clock winding down. Mike throws it away. Turnover number 1. Lou has a turnover to Alexander. Goes coast to coast. Throws back behind him to Dort for 3. That one's off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to Porter. Nuggets still looking to score here. Mike has it. Top of the key over to Jokic. Has it travel. Jokic has it in the paint over to Christian Brown. Kicks it out over to Gordon. Now Murray in a 3. Got it in the foul as well on Hartenstein. And one free throw coming up here for Jamal Murray. Referees tonight, a pretty solid crew chief. And in my opinion, I would assume the other two refs will be done after this round. And here comes Jamal Murray. Murray has it up the left sideline here for Denver. Who's crumpling paper? Top of the key over to Jokic. Jokic has it at the point, hands it off behind him over to Murray, turns the corner, kick out 3, Gordon. That one's short again. He's 0 for 2 from downtown. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein, and that'll be Denver basketball. And here we go. Jamal Murray looks in. Shot clock reset to 14 seconds. Inbound down low. Christian dog. 2 hands. Snuck right past Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Nuggets lead it by 2, 6-4. High left side is Alexander. He gets a pick. Throws a backdoor cut to Dort. He dunks it home. Right back on Denver. 6-6 is the tie. And here comes Nikola Jokic. Jokic has it at the midcourt circle. He gets a good pin-down pick there by Murray. Throws it off over to Jamal. Jamal goes to the left hand. He backs up, drives in on Hartenstein, takes a 12-footer. That one's good for Jamal. Nuggets lead it by 2. It's 8-6. Up the right sideline is Jalen Williams. Kick out 3, Dort. Good. 9-8. Thunder back in the lead by 1. Boy, how good was he in the fourth quarter of Game 5? Back the other way comes Jamal Murray. Murray has it at the point. He shoves Dort out of the way. Nice flop, by the way. Three-pointer Murray. Missed it. Rebound down to Jalen Williams. Williams has it the other way. Puts it on the floor. Goes right to the rim. Layup is up and in. Way too easy. 11-8. 3-point lead now for the Thunder. Back the other way comes Aaron Gordon. We played 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Gordon has it up the left sideline. High pick there from Jokic. Moves off of that. He throws it down low over to Jokic. Great spin move. Hook shot is up and in. That was pretty. 11-10. Thunder lead down to 1. Up the left sideline is Jalen Williams. Williams has it on the high left side. He puts it on the floor. Throws out of it. Dort 3. That one's no good. Rebound comes down to Jokic. Jokic gets the outlet pass off over to Gordon. Now the Nuggets look for the lead back. Gordon has it up the right sideline. Guarded by Chet Holmgren. Throws it off in the corner over to Christian Brown. Brown brings it back out on top over to Jokic with 7 on the clock. Cutter to the rim is Brown. His shot or his dunk was blocked by Chet Holmgren. Loose ball comes down to Alexander. Throws back behind him to Jalen Williams. Williams has it poked away from behind by Christian. Loose ball Murray. He's got Porter with him. Leans in. Layup no good. He got fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. Almost looked like Jamal wanted a little something extra there after that foul. But then he peeled away, and Murray will go to the free throw line, and he'll get a couple of them. Good steal by Christian Brown on the other end. Nuggets have only lost 3 straight playoff games one time with both Jokic and Murray. That was games 2, 3, and 4 in the first round of the bubble, but we all know how that turned out. Free throw for Murray is on the way. That one's off the back of the rim and no good. During that bubble run, by the way, Denver played 7 total winner-go-home games. That's more than any team has ever faced in the playoffs. As we know now, they went 6-1 in those winner-go-home games. And ironically enough, when they won the title, they had 20 playoff games, and none of those were elimination games. Second free throw here for Jamal Murray. And that one's good. We're tied up at 11 points apiece. And here comes Lou Dort. He has it up the right sideline, picked up by Jamal Murray. Throws out of it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein dribble handoff to Jalen Williams. Williams crossover move, gets past Jokic, a little mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Jokic. Jokic has the outlet pass off over to Murray. Murray bounce pass over to Porter to 3. That one's off the back of the rim and no good. Rebound down to Hartenstein. Outlet pass off over to Caruso. Caruso shovel past Jalen Williams, top of the key. It's Alexander, gets a pick there from Hartenstein. Foul on Jokic as Alexander rose up for a shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up here for Alexander. Well, Mark Daignault has as many career Game 6s under his belt as David Adelman does. 1. Last year, the first free throw, no good. Last year, the Thunder in round 2 were down 3-2 heading into Game 6. Elimination game in Dallas, lost by 1. The Thunder haven't been to a conference final since 2016. Last time they did that, Russell Westbrook was part of this posse. Second free throw for him is up and in. Nuggets are down by 1. It's 12-11. Aaron Gordon has it up the left sideline. He's got Jokic out there with him. Throws it off over to Joker, guarded by Hartenstein. Throws on top to Murray. Catch and go. He beat Caruso. Up and under layup is on the way and in. Nicely done. 13-12. Denver back in the lead by 1. Alexander has it up the right sideline. He'll take a 3. Rims out. Rebound poked out by Murray. Run down by Dort. Saved to Christian Brown. Brown's got Alexander on him. Stutter step and a drive. He gets down the paint. Throws it to Gordon. Gordon tried to feed it to Jokic. It goes away. Gets it back for 3. Buckets. 4-point lead for Denver, 16-12. Alexander has it up the right sideline. He's guarded out there by Christian Brown. Brings it back out of the point. Left side, Jalen Williams. Driving a dish back to Caruso. Caruso on top over to Alexander. Alexander has the ball deflected and stolen by Gordon. Front corner over to Christian. Oh! 2 hands! You call that timeout, Gagno. Denver's up 6 on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets fans, gear up at Altitude Authentics in Ball Arena Monday through Saturday, noon to 5, or online at altitudeauthentics.com for the best variety of Nuggets jerseys, t-shirts, hats, and more.
Yes, he's looking confident tonight.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons Inc.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of Mile High Playoffs. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder Game 6.
And the crowd is into it.
Coming up tomorrow, we're going to break tonight's game down and talk about what's next for your Nuggets. Are we getting set for a Game 7? And if not, should David Adelman be named as the permanent head coach? It's going to be a busy Friday, and it all starts at 6 in the morning with Brett Kane on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Consistently delivering context around Colorado's most important stories. With journalism built on accuracy and fairness. Alexandra Lewis, Kyle Clark, Kim Christensen. Experienced and working to earn your trust every weeknight. Plus, a reliable look ahead at the weather from 9 News Weather Impact Team Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin. End your day with the team on 9 News at 9 and 10.
We've always known Redbird Farms for being the fan favorite chicken at home or in your favorite restaurant. Now you can find it behind the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market. You can choose fresh, hand-picked cuts of flavorful chicken breast, the wings, the thighs. Get the perfect portions for any occasion when you're cooking by yourself or feeding the whole team at home. It's perfect for grilling, roasting, any way you crave your chicken. It's gotta be Redbird. Available fresh, frozen, and now at the butcher counter at King Supers and City Market.
Redbird Farms.
Nuggets Nation 2025-26 season ticket memberships are available now. Benefits include playoff priority and exclusive events. Don't miss out. Join today.
Hey Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai, with Colorado's largest Hyundai service department in the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver, Oklahoma City on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets have a 6-point lead in the first quarter for the first time tonight. It's my pleasure to bring in Katie Winchell.
All right, Kaz. Coach Adelman told his group, making shots is great, but what really matters right now are those 50-50 balls. He said we have to have those tonight. And then when it comes to defensive rebounding, he encouraged his guys, if you aren't a part of the play, explore the elbows, the three-point line. We have to secure those defensive rebounds so we can run.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Katie. Nuggets lead it by 6 here, 18-12. Thunder coming out of a timeout. Inbound goes over to Cason Wallace, checked in during the break. He brings it up against Jamal Murray. Murray has top the key over to Hartenstein. Back over to Wallace. Dribble handoff to Jalen Williams. Williams has it at the point. Goes to the left hand, guarded by Jokic. Cross-court pass to Caruso and a three. Missed it. Rebound comes down to Aaron Gordon. Nuggets looking to tack on. Thunder have already brought in 2 subs. Denver 0. At the midcourt circle is Aaron Gordon. Gordon has it, working there against Jalen Williams. He gets a high pick there from Jokic, moves off of that, he's inside the arc, throws it to Joker. Joker drives in on Hartenstein, beat him, he's got the angle, floater's good. Denver leads it by 8, it's 20-12. Inbound goes to Alexander, over halfway home in the first quarter. Top of the key to Hartenstein. Hartenstein dished it off in the corner over to Jalen Williams. Good closeout there by Gordon. He goes baseline, goes through the lane, kick out 3, Wallace, other end. Good. We had Gordon defending both corner threes there on one play. That could get old real quick. 20-15, Nuggets lead it by 5. Jokic has it, hands it off over to Porter. Porter, head fake, and then the 3. Yes! 8-point lead, that's a good sign, 23-15. Here comes Alexander. Alexander has it inside the arc. Porter was 7 of 27 from downtown coming into the game tonight. Hartenstein throws it away. Loose ball picked off by Porter. Front court over to Jokic. Jokic, jump pass behind him to Gordon. In the corner to Brown, back over to Gordon. Gordon has it. In the paint, Jokic, one-handed floater, blocked at the rim by Alexander. Should have been goaltending, no whistle. Back the other way as Wallace leans in. Layup won't go. Rebound down to Christian. Stepped out of bounds. But he was fouled. He was shoved out. That's on Hartenstein. And that'll be Denver basketball on the side here. Foul was on Case and Wallace, I beg your pardon. Yeah. Inbound goes over to Jamal Murray. Murray has it up the left sideline, guarded by Wallace. He throws top of the key to Porter. Porter has it over to Jokic. Jokic has it at the point, gets a good pick from Mike in the corner. Christian 3. That one's no good. Those are the ones he's got to make. Outlet pass off over to Jalen Williams. Williams has it behind him, over to Jalen Williams, the backup. That three-pointer goes up and in. Russell Westbrook is up and off the bench here for Denver. Nuggets lead it by 5, 23-18. Murray has it for Denver, guarded by Wallace. Beats him across the timeline. Thought about a 3. Cross-court pass to Jokic. Jokic dribble handoff over to Christian. Christian has it, gets a pick from Jokic. He goes baseline, throws it on top to Murray. Cuts against the grain, long 2. Jumper's good. 7-point lead for Denver, 25-18. Murray's in double figures already with 11. Jalen Williams, the starter, has it at the point. He gets a pick from Jalen Williams, the backup. Spin move, Jalen Williams. Jump shot won't go. Rebound down to Jokic. Jokic has it across the timeline for Denver. Gordon has it at the bend on the left-hand side. Cross-court pass to Christian in the corner. Throws it down low to Jokic. Head fake, leans in, layup good. Nicely done. Good ball movement there by Denver. Nuggets lead it by 9, 27-18. Julian Strother is up and off the bench for Denver. High right side is Jalen Williams, the backup. He throws out of it on top. Three-pointer Wiggins. That one's well short. Rebound down to Jalen Williams. Back over to Wiggins. Wiggins floater from the baseline goes up and in. Second chance points opportunities there for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Nuggets lead it by 7. And here comes Aaron Gordon. Gordon has it at the point over to Jokic. Jokic back over to Gordon. He's got real estate. Gets down the lane. Kick out 3, Christian. Yes! Those are the ones you got to make. Denver has their big lead of the night. They're up by 10, 30-20. Jalen Williams, the starter, has it. Gets a pick, throws out of it over to Chet Holmgren. Holmgren spins at the dotted line against Murray. Back over to Williams, the backup. His three-pointer won't go. Rebound, tapped by Porter and grabbed by Christian Brown. Boy, Mark Daignault may have to burn another timeout here if Denver scores. When Denver scores. Murray has it on the right side. He gets fouled by Jalen Williams, the starter. And that'll be Denver basketball on the side when we come back in a moment. Nuggets lead it by double figures. They're up by 10 on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Kreckman and Lindahl.
Hey, what up, Nuggets Nation? It's Nate Kreckman.
And it's Andy Lindahl. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder Game 6. It's win or stay home.
What are we looking for after tonight? Is it a Game 7 on Sunday? Or do we discuss whether or not to retain David Adelman as the head coach?
We're going to get into it tomorrow at 3 here on the home of Mile High Playoffs, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.99% APR on a 2025 Civic or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or HR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
When friends and family come to visit, do what I do and take the short drive up the hill to Central City. It's only 30 minutes from the west side of town via I-70 and the Central City Casino Parkway. Central City offers everything your fun-seeking group desires. Hotels, dining, bars open 24/7, a craft brewery, and live casino action day or night. Central City isn't the big box, corporate-owned casino experience. It's Colorado-owned and operated, rich in history. Bring your friends and family, cruise I-70 to the Parkway, and take the 4 lanes to fun.
Hey guys, this time of the year, you can't help but think about your future. And what does yours look like? Tyler Plum's here for the electricians at International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Step up this year and go for it. Talk with the folks at IBEW about a future that includes a career, benefits, great wages, and a group of people around you that give you support, growth, and a solid future. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW Local 68. Start with the job, end with a career. Go to IBEW68.com for more information.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
Denver. That feeling. The energy. The excitement. The hard work. And the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger.
Let's it fly!
Mile High Playoffs are back.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets on our 22-9 run right now. Let's go downstairs to Katie Wingy.
Well, Kaz, first and foremost, you were talking about the closeouts earlier. That's a point of emphasis for the Denver Nuggets. Close to touch is what they call it to those three-point shooters, and then shrink behind them, so you're closing those driving and those passing lanes. The Denver Nuggets already have 11 assists. The most assists they'd had in the first quarter in this series was just 6. So the ball has been popping so far. Jamal Murray already with 12 points as well, or 11 points, I should say. That's the most he scored in any first quarter this postseason.
Awesome. Good stuff there, Katie. Thank you. 30-20 is a score. Denver is up by 10. It'll be Nuggets basketball out of the timeout. Westbrook has it on the right wing, over to Jokic, back over to Russ. He's in the paint, creates space with the elbow, throws out of it to Strother. Three-pointer was in, and it came back out. Here comes Casey Wallace up the left sideline. Top of the key to Jalen Williams. Hands it off over to Alexander. Alexander flopped for a call, got rewarded. No shot. That'll be Thunder basketball on the side. Tough whistle. Oh, man. Cason Wallace looks in. Inbound goes on top over to Alexander. Alexander has it at the point. Slip pick there by Wiggins. Cross-court pass, almost nobody home. Wiggins has it the other way over to Wallace. Wallace goes baseline in the paint. The ball's deflected and stolen. Loose ball comes down to Jokic. Front court over to Peyton Watson. Denver has 3 bench players on the floor now. Jokic, cross-court over to Westbrook, back over to Jokic. It's fouled from behind and no whistle. Ball poked away. Cason Wallace, coast to coast, layup good. And the inbound goes to Michael Porter Jr. Outlet pass back off over to Westbrook. We're late in the first quarter here. Westbrook has it at the point. He's inside the arc, gets in the rim, leans in. Layup won't go. Foul on Cason Wallace. By the way, you might think that's Cason's second foul. It is not. For whatever reason, they gave that foul to Cason Wallace when Hartenstein shoved, I think, who was it? Strother out of bounds. And they gave that foul to Cason Wallace, who wasn't even in the play. During the timeout, they switched that back to Hartenstein. So now Hartenstein has 2. And Cason Wallace now the original one, the one that just happened there moments ago. Free throw number 1 for Westbrook is on the way. That one is up and in. Hey, Nuggets fans, don't forget, if one of your Nuggets gets a double-double today, tomorrow at Wendy's, you get a free 6-piece nugget, crispy or spicy with any purchase. 100% white meat. Wow. 100% white meat chicken breaded to crispy perfection. Valid tomorrow, only 1 per person at participating Denver Front Range and Colorado Springs Wendy's restaurants. Second free throw won't go. Here comes Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has it at the nail. Working against Porter, can't shoot over him. Throws out of it. Step back three, Holmgren. That one's no good. Rebound down to Porter. Mike's doing a good job on the glass here. Outlet pass off over to Westbrook. Westbrook has it. He goes right to the rim again. His ball deflected and out of bounds. Last touch by Wiggins. I like the aggression of Westbrook of just taking that thing to the hole. Figure it out later. Take it to the hole and make it up as you go. That's a good strategy. Inbound goes over to Jokic. Actually, I think it is. He's on the wing. Jokic guarded by Jalen Williams. Picks up his dribble in the paint over to Westbrook. Fadeaway jumper. Bank no good. Rebound down to Jalen Williams. That's the backup. The starter's on the bench. Oh, that's a travel on Holmgren and no whistle. Spin move. Leans in. Layup is up and in. He may have traveled twice there. Back the other way comes Peyton Watson. Hands it off over to Westbrook. Less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. Westbrook has it left side of the midcourt circle. He gets a high pick from Jokic. Goes to the left hand. Right to the rim again. And this time he threw it away. Loose ball comes down to Wallace. Outlet pass Holmgren. Front court Williams and a dunk. Two hands. Nugget lead down to 5. 31-26. And here comes Jokic. Be nice to get a bucket here on this possession. High right side is Jokic. Throws on top to Westbrook for three. Missed it. Rebound down to Holmgren. Now you need to stop. Outlet pass off over to Alexander. Alexander has it right side of the midcourt circle. Shot clock is turned off. He's guarded out there by Peyton Watson. 8 seconds. Slip pick by Wiggins. Foul on Peyton Watson trying to fight through a soft pick by Wiggins. Denver had a foul to give. Christian Brown going to come in. Aaron Gordon going to come in. This will be defense for offensive players. Strawther and Jokic come out. Now Strawther comes back in. That's right, Strawther, you're on the defensive team now. Caruso looks in, throws it on the wing over to Alexander. Got to hurry, working against Christian. Steps through him, jump shot is banked up and in. 1.3 seconds left for Denver. Peyton Watson never shoots it before the horn goes off. You got to preserve those stats, you know. So that one was off late, and the Nuggets lead now down to 3, 31-28. We'll take a timeout. Second quarter is up next on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Sports Radio Network is brought to you by Central City.
At 9 News, our Weather Impact team prioritizes alerting you early and often when disruptive weather comes to Colorado. We explain when severe weather will hit, how it will directly affect your life, and deliver information that keeps you prepared. When we experience any weather that impacts or inconveniences you, we'll issue a Weather Impact Day. Be prepared and stay connected during severe weather with your 9 News Weather Impact team.
Looking for some fun and excitement day or night? Grab those crazy friends and family and head up to Central City. Explore miles of mountain bike trails, a craft brewery, a new Asian restaurant, shops and galleries too. Celebrate the perks of adulthood Central City style with hundreds of slots, table games, sportsbooks, live entertainment, and bars open 24/7. You can even grab a hotel room too. Take the quick, easy, scenic Central City Parkway, I-70 to exit 243. Your 4 lanes to fun.
Style or substance? Somehow it became one or the other when choosing a truck. But there is another choice, not stopping until you have everything. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 6/2/25.
A lot of personal injury lawyers make claims about how good they are. But how do you know who's the best? Who will fight to get you the money you deserve? At Berg Simpson, we don't rely on simple claims like other firms. We have 22 best lawyers in America, 17 super lawyers, and we're one of the National Trial Lawyers' top 25 most influential law firms. Compare us to other firms, then call Berg Simpson.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
Summer is approaching and it's time for a mountain getaway. Join us at Century Casino for our $175,000 Summer Escape giveaway. Win free play and finale entries every weekend. Win a Ford Escape Hybrid on July 6th. Weekend drawing entries earned with every 50 base points. Improve your odds by joining us Tuesday or Friday for multiplied entries no matter what you play. Take I-70 to exit 243 to the Central City Parkway. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, Jew. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, Jew. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, Jew. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver, Oklahoma City on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
8-1 run by the Thunder to close out the first. Downstairs is Katie Wingy.
Yeah, Coach Adelman told his team 11 assists. That's a great number. The last 2 minutes, we just have to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. You mentioned that run cause. He said they made a run. Now it's time for us to make the next one.
Alexander has it at the wing, guarded by Westbrook. It's an ISO. He spins baseline, head fake, can't shoot. Jump pass, almost threw it away. Comes over to Caruso, 5 on the clock. Caruso drives in on Gordon, loses the basketball. Peyton Watson has it for Denver. Stay calm, ball security, leans in, layup, good! Good job, Peyton Watson. Nuggets lead it by 5, 33-28. Alexander has it across the timeline in non-Jokic minutes here to start the second quarter. Alexander spins in the paint, little floater, banked up, no good. Rebound down to Jamal Murray. Chase trying to do too much. Outlet pass off over to Gordon, guarded by Caruso. He ducks his head, gets down to the rim. Now he gets double teamed, throws out of it to Watson for 3. Short. Rebound comes down to Alexander. Nuggets lead it by 5. Alexander has it at the nail. Jumper's on the way. That one's no good. What's that? A foul called against Denver on the shot? He says foul on number 2. Who's this even on? Murray. Good Lord. Imagine if Jokic got those calls. Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Sports Radio Network, brought to you by Ball Corporation. All in for the Nuggets aluminum, all in. Free throw number 1 is on the way. That one misses. Ball does not lie. iBought is a proud local sponsor of the Denver Nuggets. Download the free app using code Nuggets to start earning cash back on groceries and more today. iBought, cash back every time you shop. Second free throw almost missed. Found its way in after it hit the right side of the rim. And the Nugget lead now down to 4, 33-29. Here comes Russell Westbrook. That's going to be a foul on Jalen Williams trying to go over the back of Aaron Gordon. As Jalen Williams the backup. Denver basketball on the side. And here we go. Strother looks in, throws it in over to Westbrook. Westbrook bounce pass over to Gordon inside the arc. Dribble handoff to Strother. Good pick by Gordon. Kick out 3, Watson. Air ball. Put up and in by Westbrook. He read that thing. Wow, nicely done. Russell Westbrook, 35-29. High right side is Isaiah Joe. Joe has it at the point, guarded by Westbrook, throws it off over to Jalen Williams. Fake the handoff to Cason Wallace. Nobody to throw it to. Good defense here by Denver. He finds Alexander. Alexander goes to the right hand, takes a wing jumper. That one's up and in. Tough shot. 35-31. 4-point lead here for Denver. Jamal Murray has it up the left sideline. Gets a pick there from Aaron Gordon. Now he goes to the right hand, kick out over to Westbrook. Stepped out of bounds, starting his drive. That's his 3rd turnover. And now Thunder basketball coming back the other way. Inbound goes over to Alexander. Alexander has it at the midcourt circle, guarded by Strother. Throws it on the right side over to Joe. Joe in the corner over to Jalen Williams. He goes baseline on Murray. Euro step, bank shot, missed it. He got his own board, and it never hit the rim, I don't think. Foul on Denver on the putback. I'd like to see this replay. It's going to be on Murray. Did that thing hit the rim? I don't think that hit the rim, did it? Baca thinks it did. Oh, yeah, it did. Just barely grazed it after it hit the glass. So that'll put Jalen Williams, the backup, to the free throw line, and he'll get a couple of them. Free throw number 1 is on the way. That one's no good. Hey, gang, become a Nuggets season ticket member and enjoy exclusive benefits like playoff presale. Lock in your seats today and experience every moment of Mile High basketball. Visit nuggets.com to purchase. One more free throw here for Jalen Williams. And that one's good. Nugget lead down to 3, 35-32. Denver's big lead in the game was a 10-point spread. They got that on a 22-9 run. Now Murray has it on the high left side. He gets a pick from Gordon, moves off of that, throws it off over to Gordon, guarded by Cason Wallace. Gordon has it at the wing, backs down, runs into a double team, gets it off to Watson, got fouled, missed a jump shot, and 2 free throws coming up here for Peyton Watson. So Peyton will get a couple of them here. Free throw number 1 for Watson. Talking about elimination games. First free throw for him is good. Most elimination games since 2018. Boston will play their 19th one of those next time. Denver is playing in their 15th tonight. Elimination games at home in the Jokic-Murray era, not including the bubble. They've had 6 of them with a 3-3 record. Second free throw by Peyton goes up and in. And here comes Alexander up the right sideline. Top of the key, over to Wallace. Dribble handoff now is Isaiah Joe for 3. That one rims out. Rebound comes down to Christian Brown. Brown has it the other way. They're 3 of 11 from downtown. Murray drives in on Caruso. Fadeaway baseline jumper, no good. Tipped by Gordon, won't go. Rebound fought for. There's a foul on the rebound against the Thunder. That's going to be on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's 2 on him. Denver basketball on the side. Shot clock reset to 14. Now Gordon and Caruso mixing it up a little bit. Of course, Jalen Williams has got to step in there. Now Peyton Watson and Jalen Williams in there. Watson and Jalen Williams still jawing a little bit. And Gordon is showing the referee how he's boxing out Caruso, not allowing him to try and steal the basketball. Christian Brown looks in. Caruso grabs him and pulls him. And then Caruso knocked it out of bounds. So that'll escalate. Keep throwing it to Gordon. I like this kind of stuff. Christian Brown looks in. He's boxing out Caruso again. The ball's deflected and stolen. Christian Brown throws it away on the inbound. My goodness. Just can't happen. Chet Holmgren dunk. Man, you can't do that. It's the same as that 5-second call he had. Timeout Denver. Nuggets are up by 3 on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets fans, gear up at Altitude Authentics in Ball Arena Monday through Saturday, noon to 5, or online at altitudeauthentics.com for the best variety of Nuggets jerseys, t-shirts, hats, and more.
Yes, he's looking confident tonight.
This joyful sound is the No More Chemo bell at Intermountain Health St. George Hospital, and it means that Sarah Parker beat cancer. It also means her doctor spotted it early enough to treat, and that her oncologist helped her fight it every step of the way. It means that her nurse helped her keep track of medicines, and that a case manager made the whole experience just a little bit easier. Every time we hear that bell, it reminds us that all things are possible when we work together. It reminds us of the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Hey Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai, with Colorado's largest Hyundai service department in the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of Mile High Playoffs. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder Game 6.
And the crowd is into it.
Coming up tomorrow, we're going to break tonight's game down and talk about what's next for your Nuggets. Are we getting set for a Game 7? And if not, should David Adelman be named as the permanent head coach? It's going to be a busy Friday, and it all starts at 6 in the morning with Brett Kane on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
It matters who your lawyer is. At Berg Simpson, we truly care about the quality of work we do, that fair compensation is given, and that our clients are getting the best possible representation. We're proud of that, and it shows.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives. It's not just a slogan, it's who we are.
Nuggets Nation. 2025-26 season ticket memberships are available now. Benefits include playoff priority and exclusive events. Don't miss out. Join today.
Everyone has a fave Wendy's Frosty flavor. And when you're choosing from chocolate or vanilla, it's not that hard. But now, there's all new Frosty Swirls and Frosty Fusions. So try picking your fave from Oreo Brownie Fusion, Pop-Tarts Strawberry Fusion, Strawberry Swirl, Brownie Batter Swirl, Caramel Swirl, and Caramel Crunch Fusion. Not so easy now, huh? For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location. Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group. Pop-Tarts is a trademark of Kellogg North America Co., LLC. Used with permission.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Tonight's game is brought to you by your local Colorado Buick GMC dealers. Also find the hottest slots and electronic table game action at Century Casino and Hotel. Just 1 mile from Blackhawk and scenic walkable Central City. Welcome to the winner's zone. Nuggets lead it here 37-34. We're in the second quarter. Denver coming out of a timeout. And they'll bring it up the length of the floor here. And Peyton Watson will bring it up. Watson has it up the left sideline. He throws top of the key over to Jamal Murray. Throws it inside the arc over to Jokic. Cross court over to Murray. Head fake on Chet Holmgren. He jabs at him twice. Puts it on the floor. Takes a 12-footer. That one misses. Rebound cleared by Hartenstein. Outlet pass off over to Jalen Williams, the starter. So now Jalen Williams, the starter, is in. Jalen Williams, the backup, is on the bench. Williams has it in the corner to Cason Wallace for three. That one's up and in. He's got a smooth shot. 37-37 is the tie. Oklahoma City battles back from a 10-point deficit in the first half. High right side is Peyton Watson. Watson throws it off over to Jokic inside the arc. Corner over to Christian Brown. Brown gets a pick from Jokic, turns the corner, gets in the paint, got bumped, no whistle. Rebound Jokic, put it back up and in. 39-37. Jalen Williams has it up the left sideline. Now what? Foul on Strother. And Michael Porter Jr. will come in. So you got Strother, a little bit of run here. Played him 6 minutes in the first half. And here we go. Thunder basketball across the way. Top of the key to Jalen Williams. Williams guarded out there by Peyton Watson over to Hartenstein in the corner. Holmgren. Holmgren goes to the left hand. He's guarded by Jokic. It's an ISO. He gets to the nail. Up and under. Long. The layup is up and in. 39-39 is the tie. Jokic has it the other way. Jokic gets a pick from Peyton Watson. Throws out of it over to Porter. Porter guarded by Caruso. Back over to Jokic. Jokic at the high post on the left-hand side. ISO against Hartenstein. Here comes a triple team. Throws out of it to Christian. Christian in the opposite corner. Back over to Jokic. Jokic head fake and a 10-footer. Short. Rebound comes down to Chet Holmgren. Outlet pass off over to Jalen Williams. Williams has it. He goes to the free throw line. Jump shots on the way. That one misses. Rebound cleared by Jamal Murray. Back the other way comes Jamal. He has it on the high left side. He's got Jokic out there with him. He gets a pick from Jokic, cuts against the grain, goes to the left hand on Hartenstein, in the paint over to Jokic. Jokic, good pass down low to Watson, has it blocked from behind by Hartenstein, back the other way of the Thunder. Holmgren, layup, missed it at the rim. Late whistle and a foul called on Jokic. Oh my God, how's this guy even in the playoffs? Challenge that thing. Wow, that is brutal. Again, I say, imagine if Joker got those. He stood there, Holmgren brushed his belly and gets rewarded with free throws. First one's no good. Since insanity, man. It's absolutely incredible. Second free throw here for Holmgren. I don't know why the Nuggets didn't challenge that. Because they knew Chet was at the free throw line. He missed them both, and that's over and back. Should be. That might have been deflected. Back the other way is Cason Wallace. He goes right to the rim, leans in, layup good. Denver couldn't get the rebound after two missed free throws. And here comes Jokic. Jokic has it between the rings. High pick from Murray. He gets fouled on the pass. That's going to be on Hartenstein. That's 3 on him. He might have to come out here. They're going to leave him out there, so Christian Braun will trigger it in from the side here. Brown throws it in on top over to Jamal Murray. I think playoff coaches are getting gun-shy about challenging in the first half. Murray loses the basketball, turnover Denver. Wallace has it in the front court to Caruso, alley-oop to Chet, dunk, 2 hands. 4-point lead for the Thunder. This is their big lead of the night. Christian Braun has it top of the key over to Jokic. Jokic guarded by Hartenstein, playing with 3 fouls. Throws it on the right side over to Murray. Back over to Jokic, bad pass, and Murray throws it away again. Second turnover for him. Christian steals it back. Christian has it over to Porter. Head fake on the 3, long 2 instead. Jumpers up and in. Nuggets get the lead down to 2, 43-41. Halfway home here in the period. Up the left sideline, here comes Jalen Williams. Williams has it at the point. He goes to the left hand on Murray. Jumper from 8 feet. That one's good. 45-41. Thunder lead it by 4. Jokic leaves it for Aaron Gordon. Lou Dort and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander set to come back in for the Thunder. Gordon has it right side of the midcourt circle, guarded by Cason Wallace. Top of the key over to Murray. Murray gets a pick from Jokic. Murray's guarded by Caruso now. He gets another pick from Jokic. That one might have been illegal. Tough shot, Jamal. Missed it. Rebound comes down to Hartenstein. Outlet pass off over to Jalen Williams. Williams drives right past Porter. Reverse side layup might have been blocked by Porter. Loose ball Jokic, front court Christian, right to the rim he goes. Layup is on the way and in. Nuggets are within 2. Denver scores in transition, 45-43. Timeout called by the Thunder. 5:02 left to go in the first half. Denver down 2 on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Alex Ryan-Emmy.
Hey Nuggets Nation, it's Raj from the Morning Sprint. Weekdays 10 a.m. to noon. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder in Game 6. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. will Coach Sanford and I be talking about a Game 7. Either way, we're going to have so much to talk about with you. What's next for the Nuggets? Get it here on the home of Mile High Playoffs. You're listening to Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Denver. That feeling. The energy. The excitement. The hard work. And the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger.
Let's it fly! Yeah!
Mile High playoffs are back.
Hey basketball fans, ready to score some cash back? Tip off your shopping trips with the Ibotta app and get cash back on groceries and more. Start with Ibotta to find offers at hundreds of your favorite retailers, from grocery and home improvement to sporting goods and apparel. Then shop as usual in-store or online. The average saver earns over $100 per year. Download the free app and start earning cash back today. Ibotta. Cash back made easy. Ibotta is a proud sponsor of the Denver Nuggets.
We've always known Redbird Farms for being the fan favorite chicken at home or in your favorite restaurant. Now you can find it behind the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market. You can choose fresh, hand-picked cuts of flavorful chicken breast, the wing, the thighs. Get the perfect portions for any occasion when you're cooking by yourself or feeding the whole team at home. It's perfect for grilling, roasting, any way you crave your chicken. It's gotta be Redbird. Available fresh, frozen, and now at the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market.
Redbird Farms. Headed up the hill for some fun and excitement? In Central City, guests come first. Want to play craps? They'll make room for you at the table. Don't get sports betting? They'll teach you. Like steak? They'll cook it just right. There's lots of casino options too. Colorado owned and operated, Asian themed, craft brewery focused, and casino hotels too. So next time you're going up the hill, take the quick and easy drive to Central City, I-70 to exit 243 and the Central City Parkway. Your 4 lanes to fun.
Third-generation Colorado native Jeff Roten knows what the IBEW has given him. 35 years of safe work and good wages and benefits. He's met and worked with so many sisters and brothers who've become lifelong friends. Jeff has been enjoying his retirement the last 8 years, doing all the things we all dream about.
I'm Jeff Roten. I am the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW. Come join us.
Go online at IBEW68.com.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver, Oklahoma City on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
We're in the second quarter here. Back downstairs we go to Katie Wingy.
So really unique huddle right there from David Adelman, because he wrote down a bunch of different plays on a piece of paper and actually left it on his chair while he was discussing things with his coaching staff. And he said, these are all things that work. Keep it simple. Let's go to the easy things that we can run against a really good defense, and especially with the way the turnovers have been going in the second quarter, he wants them to get back to basic basketball offensively.
I like that strategy. Jalen Williams will look in here for the Thunder. Oklahoma City has a 2-point lead here on Denver. 5:02 left to go in the first half. Both Jalen Williams are on the floor now. Inbound goes over to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets a pick, throws it over to Williams in the corner. Caruso back to Williams. Little floater in the paint by the backup is up and in. 47-43. 4-point lead now for the Thunder. And here comes Christian Brown. Brown has it on the high left side. He throws it on top over to Jokic. Jokic straddles the three-point line against Jalen Williams, a starter. He gets double teamed. Down low to Westbrook. Got fouled by Jalen Williams, the backup. And he will go to the free throw line for 2 of them. And a couple of free throws here for Westbrook. Tonight, career game number 1,371. Free throw for him is up and in. That's 40th in the history in the NBA. Career post game number 134. Ties a few players, including Elgin Baylor. Also, he's passed James Worthy for 29th all-time in playoff points. Second free throw is no good. Alexander has it on the high left side. He throws top of the key over to Dort, right side over to Williams, back on top over to Alexander. Alexander split the defenders, flopped for a call, banked it in somehow. Didn't get the whistle. The thing was on a frozen rope. 5-point lead here for the Thunder. Back the other way comes Aaron Gordon. Doesn't really flop, just tries to draw fouls, I should say. Gordon has it. He's at the wing. Gets a pick and a good one from Jokic. 10-footer, dumps it off down low to Jokic. And that'll be a foul, I believe, on Jalen Williams holding down Jokic. I'm sorry, that's on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's 3 on him. And Jokic to the free throw line, and he'll get a couple of them. Free throw number 1 for Joker's on the way. That one's up and in. Regular season against the Thunder, 4 games, 25 points per game, 12 assists, 52 points produced. In the postseason, 30 points per game, 5 assists, and 43 points produced. This series, his 5.2 assists per game average is the 3rd lowest entering today in any postseason series for Jokic. Second free throw for him is up and in. Nuggets are down by 3. Foul again on Denver on Alexander. That's going to be on Michael Porter Jr. And free throws coming up here for SGA. Crowd doesn't like the call, but that was definitely a foul on Porter. Free throw number 1 by Alexander is up and in. Thunder's defense gave up 121 points to Denver in the series opener. That was after they had 8 days off. Since then, Denver hasn't scored more than 115 in any game, and they've only averaged 103. Second free throw for him is up and in. And here comes Russell Westbrook. Denver down by 5, 51-46. Westbrook has it at the point. Zone defense here by the Thunder. Right side back over to Westbrook. At the nail is Jokic. Jokic drives in on Jalen Williams. Beat him. Little hook shot is on the way and no good. Rebound tipped around and then grabbed by Caruso. Outlet pass off over to Alexander. Alexander has it up the left sideline. He's working against Gordon. Takes a tough 3. That one's good. Boy, that's a tough shot by a great player. 8-point lead for the Thunder, their big lead of the night. Jokic has it left side over to Christian Brown. Brown brings it back out over the point, throws it to Jokic at the nail. Jokic spins on Caruso, stepped through 3 defenders, dumps it off to Christian, and he missed a layup. He's wide open. Back the other way is Alexander. Alexander has it up the left wing, dips his shoulder on Christian Brown, head fake on the jumper, lost it out of bounds, went off the knee of Alexander and out of bounds. Denver basketball coming back the other way. Jamal Murray going to come back in. A challenge? It's going to be a challenge in the first half by Mark Daigneault. It's a bold play, Cotton. We'll see how that works out for you when we come back in 60 seconds on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Kreckman and Lindahl.
Hey, what up, Nuggets Nation? It's Nate Kreckman.
And it's Andy Lindahl. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder Game 6. It's win or stay home.
What are we looking for after tonight? Is it a Game 7 on Sunday? Or do we discuss whether or not to retain David Adelman as the head coach?
We're going to get into it tomorrow at 3 here on the home of Mile High Playoffs, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 has Brett Kane at 6 in the morning.
Even when things aren't going right, they believe they're going to win.
Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane, 7 to 10.
Karma, brother. Karma.
The morning sprint with Coach and Raj from 10 to noon.
5 days a week with me and Raj at a breakneck pace.
PhD, noon to 3.
They have the talent to win the Stanley Cup this year.
Kreckman and Lindahl from 3 to 6.
You still have the nucleus that won an NBA championship.
Followed by The Blitz.
Tonight.
All Denver sports. All day. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
It's a challenge here by Oklahoma City. What they want the refs to see is a foul on Christian Brown.
Upon review, it has been determined that Braun illegally contacted Gilgeous Alexander on his wrist, causing him to lose control of the ball prior to going out of bounds. Therefore, this is a proximate foul. Oklahoma City will shoot 2 free throws and will play off.
By the way, it's Brown. It's not Braun. Here they'll show the replay on the big board again. Oh, man, I don't know how you change a call on that. I mean, that's a reputation foul there on the recipient, not on the giver. Can you challenge a challenge? Looked like he got ball and hand, but free throw number 1 by Alexander is up and in, so Oklahoma City will retain that challenge. keep showing it on the big board here. I don't know. Looks like he hit ball first to me. And as we've heard every game in the playoffs, refs use suck chant has come to Ball Arena. Second free throw is no good. And here comes Jamal Murray. Murray has it up the left sideline. Top of the key over to Jokic. Jokic in the corner over to Porter. Porter guarded by Holmgren. Back over to Jokic inside the arc. Hands it off over to Porter. Porter throws it back over to Joker. Drives in on Chet. Spins on him. Got fouled. He's almost made a circus shot there. And that'll put Joker to the free throw line. And he'll get a couple of them. First foul on Chet Holmgren. Of course, the minutes has been an issue, not only in the playoffs, but all season long for Denver. Free throw number 1 by Joker won't go. Denver starters this entire postseason, 460 minutes each on the average. Oklahoma starters this postseason, 283. Is that incredible or what? The Nuggets starters have played 460 each, the Thunder 283 each. High left side is Jalen Williams, the starter for 3. That jumper won't go, and the rebound comes down to Jokic. That's his 6th. Outlet pass off over to Porter. Porter goes to the left hand. He'll take a 3. That one just missed. Rebound down to Jalen Williams. Outlet pass off over to Alexander. Nuggets are down by 9. Alexander split the defenders, gets in the paint, throws back behind him. In the corner, Holmgren 3, wide open. Good. It's Oakland. It's Oklahoma City's big lead of the night. They're on top here by 12, 58-46. Here comes Jamal Murray. Murray has it at the midcourt circle, throws it off over to Jokic. Jokic back on top over to Murray, bounce pass to Christian Brown. Brown backs up to the three-point line, takes a triple. Good for Christian. Nuggets are down by 9, 58-49. Alexander has it up the right sideline, guarded out there by Murray. He brings it, split the defenders, loses the basketball, and then fouls Jokic trying to get it back, and that is 4 on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's incredible. That's normally why, especially when one of your star players has 3 fouls, you don't play him. And Jokic back to the free throw line, and he'll get 2 more, and Alexander will be done for the half. Just less than 90 seconds left to go in it. Free throw number 1 for Jokic is up and in. Well, the advantage Denver did have over Oklahoma City was their ability to flip the switch in those clutch minutes. In games 1 and 3, they showcased that experience. But then in games 4 and 5, they simply ran out of gas. There's no other explanation for that. Second free throw is up and in, and the Nuggets are within 7, 58-51. Williams left side over to Caruso. Catch and go to the dotted line. Finger roll layup won't go. Rebound comes down to Gordon. Denver's got the numbers here. 5 on 3 for a moment. Gordon puts it on the floor. He's in the paint, leans in, dunk, 2 hands. Nuggets are within 5, 58-53. Jalen Williams has it up the right sideline. He's guarded out there by Jamal Murray. Throws it off in the corner to Dort. Back over to Jalen. Oh, he swung an elbow and smacked Jamal Murray right in the face, and that has a potential flagrant on it if they want to take a look at it. And David Adelman was the first one begging for that. Let's take a look at the replay. Oh, yeah, that's a swinging elbow to the face to the head of Jamal Murray, and that is more than likely going to be a flagrant 1 whistled against the Thunder, unless they see something I completely do not.
The offensive foul assessed Williams will be reviewed for a potential flagrant foul.
So if that's the case, that'll be 2 free throws plus possession for Denver right here before the half. Here's the replay on the big screen. Bam! Right in the flagrant.
Upon review, it has been determined that it was a normal basketball move with his forearm vertical. Therefore, this offensive foul was correctly judged offensive foul.
Correctly judged, he says. Denver basketball on the side. They're down by 5, 58-53. And here we go. Christian gets it into Jamal Murray. Murray picks it up with less than a minute to go in the first half. He has it inside the arc. Steps back behind the three-point line. Gets a pick from Jokic. Gets down the lane. He beat his man. Left-handed layup. Good. Denver down by 3. A stop and a bucket here would be nice. Jalen Williams has it at the point. Split the defenders with the dribble. Throws out of it over to Cason Wallace for 3. That one misses. Rebound Jokic. Outlet pass over to Murray. Murray has it at the left elbow, guarded by Jalen Williams. 2 for 1 is gone, and now Denver will play a little bit more clock. Murray's in the paint, one-arm floater. That one misses. His own rebound hits Jalen Williams, who is standing on the line, and now the Denver Nuggets can bury the clock. Almost. Difference between game and shot clock, 5.9 seconds here. A three-pointer would tie it up. 9-0 run by the Denver Nuggets. Lou Dort didn't come in. Jalen Williams, the backup, goes out. And here we go. Inbound in the corner, Christian 3 for the... Got it! Tie ball game at 58. Now the Nuggets looking for one stop here. 17 seconds left to go for the Thunder. Right side of the midcourt circle is Jalen Williams, guarded by Jamal Murray. 7. High pick there from Cason Wallace. 5. Williams has it at the dotted line. Kick out 3. Dort at the horn. Got it! 3-point lead for the Thunder at halftime. It's 61-58. We'll take a timeout. Then my main man, Mark Bertinoli, has the halftime report coming up next on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
Stolen by Denver. Nuggets have the numbers 3-on-1. Murray, Brown, layup, good!
Nuggets halftime is next on the Altitude Radio Network.
Be aggressive. I got your back.
Every morning, we look ahead to what's going to happen with your day.
Our team works relentlessly to make sure we are everywhere for you.
Looking ahead to any potential weather impact days.
Traffic updates and breaking news live from the scene to keep you updated.
We ask the questions you want asked, and we bring you stories you'll only find on 9 News.
Start with 9 News mornings every day, beginning at 4:30 a.m.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Postseason dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Whoa, take it easy there. There's a better way to NBA. All playoffs long.
Wait, really?
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and scores for every playoff matchup. Witness playoff drama as it unfolds.
Seriously?
Catch every bucket all in one place, all for free.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
Kreckman and Lindahl.
Hey, what up, Nuggets Nation? It's Nate Kreckman.
And it's Andy Lindahl. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder Game 6. It's winners stay home.
What are we looking for after tonight? Is it a Game 7 on Sunday? Or do we discuss whether or not to retain David Adelman as the head coach?
We're going to get into it tomorrow at 3 here on the home of Mile High Playoffs, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
Denver's on a little bit of a roll here.
This is your Denver Nuggets halftime show.
Murray 3. Yeah!
Presented by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
The Nuggets halftime show is brought to you by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible. Welcome. I'm Mark Bertinoli, coming to you live from section 260 here at Ball Arena in downtown Denver, Colorado. And at the half of Game 6, the Oklahoma City Thunder lead the Denver Nuggets 61-58. This game has been close throughout the first half. Coming up here at halftime, we will go over all the other playoff games that are going on. Well, actually, this is the only NBA playoff game. We do have 2 NHL playoff games and some Major League Baseball. We'll get to all that coming up. But first, though, let's go ahead and listen to the highlights from the first half of this contest. Nuggets and Thunder. Game number 6 of this second round of the Western Conference playoffs. The Nuggets find themselves in a must-win position. The Thunder have a 3-2 lead. They will be looking to eliminate Denver tonight and moving on to face the Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals. The Nuggets are looking to win tonight and force a winner-take-all Game 7 back in Oklahoma on Sunday. So a rather large game here tonight. And to start things off in the first quarter, Jamal Murray was cooking.
Russell Westbrook is up and off the bench here for Denver. Nuggets lead it by 5, 23-18. Murray has it for Denver, guarded by Wallace. Beats him across the timeline. Thought about a 3. Cross-court pass to Jokic. Jokic dribble handoff over to Christian. Christian has it, gets a pick from Jokic. He goes baseline, throws it on top to Murray. Cuts against the grain, long 2. Jumper's good. 7-point lead for Denver, 25-18. Murray's in double figures already with 11.
Yeah, Jamal scores 11 in the first quarter of this game. He's got 13 at half, so almost the majority of those points came in the opening 12 minutes of this contest. The leading scorer of tonight's contest, though, at the half is this guy.
Second chance points opportunities there for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Nuggets lead it by 7. And here comes Aaron Gordon. Gordon has it at the point over to Jokic. Jokic back over to Gordon. He's got real estate. Gets down the lane. Kick out 3, Christian. Yes! Those are the ones you got to make. Denver has their big lead of the night. They're up by 10, 30-20.
Christian Brown leads all scorers with 15 points. At halftime, he is 3 of 4 from downtown. Denver had the 31-28 lead after one. So to the second quarter we go, and the Nuggets continue to put in work.
4-point lead for the Thunder. This is their big lead of the night. Christian Brown has it top of the key over to Jokic. Jokic guarded by Hartenstein, playing with 3 fouls. Throws it on the right side over to Murray. Back over to Jokic, bad pass, and Murray throws it away again. Second turnover for him. Christian steals it back. Christian has it over to Porter. Head fake on the 3, long 2 instead. Jumpers up and in. Nuggets get the lead down to 2, 43-41.
Nuggets with 8 steals in the first half of this game. But while the Nuggets looked really good in the first quarter, the Thunder looked really good in the second quarter as OKC goes on a run.
At the nail is Jokic. Jokic drives in on Jalen Williams. Beat him. Little hook shot is on the way and no good. Rebound tipped around and then grabbed by Caruso. Outlet pass off over to Alexander. Alexander has it up the left sideline. He's working against Gordon. Takes a tough 3. That one's good. Boy, that's a tough shot by a great player. 8-point lead for the Thunder, their big lead of the night.
SGA is leading the way for OKC. He's got 14 points at half, but the Denver Nuggets would close out the second quarter with a run of their own, doing stuff like this.
But then in games 4 and 5, they simply ran out of gas. There's no other explanation for that. Second free throw is up and in, and the Nuggets are within 7, 58-51. Williams left side over to Caruso. Catch and go to the dotted line. Finger roll layup won't go. Rebound comes down to Gordon. Denver's got the numbers here. 5 on 3 for a moment. Gordon puts it on the floor. He's in the paint. Leans in. Dunk! 2 hands. Nuggets are within 5. 58-53.
At halftime, the Oklahoma City Thunder have a 61-58 lead over the Nuggets. Your halftime show is presented by Intermountain Healthcare. Will continue after a break on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
This is your Denver Nuggets halftime show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Presented by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets fans, gear up at Altitude Authentics in Ball Arena Monday through Saturday noon to 5, or online at altitudeauthentics.com for the best variety of Nuggets jerseys, t-shirts, hats, and more.
Yes, he's looking confident tonight.
Hey Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai. With Colorado's largest Hyundai service department in the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
Today at Berg Simpson, we'll get a call from someone who needs our help. We'll learn about their loved one's injuries. We'll listen to their concerns, and we'll promise to fight for them. Then we'll use our resources and experience to deliver the best possible results we can for that client. So today, when that client calls Berg Simpson, we hope they feel they've done the best thing for their family.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of Mile High Playoffs. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder Game 6.
And the crowd is into it.
Coming up tomorrow, we're going to break tonight's game down and talk about what's next for your Nuggets. Are we getting set for a Game 7? And if not, should David Adelman be named as the permanent head coach? It's going to be a busy Friday, and it all starts at 6 in the morning with Brett Kane on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Every morning, we look ahead to what's going to happen with your day.
Our team works relentlessly to make sure we are everywhere for you.
Looking ahead to any potential weather impact days.
Traffic updates and breaking news live from the scene to keep you updated.
We ask the questions you want asked, and we bring you stories you'll only find on 9 News.
Start with 9 News mornings every day, beginning at 4:30 a.m.
Nuggets Nation. 2025-26 season ticket memberships are available now. Benefits include playoff priority and exclusive events. Don't miss out. Join today.
This is your Denver Nuggets halftime show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Presented by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Sports Radio Network is brought to you by Ball Corporation. All in for the Nuggets. Aluminum, all in. Welcome back. The Thunder lead the Nuggets 61-58 at the half. Before we do anything else, let's pause 10 seconds for legal ID up and down the Altitude Sports Radio Network. All right, let's check out the scoreboard presented by Red Dot Casino, Blackhawks' oldest and friendliest casino. This is the only NBA playoff game tonight. We are almost down to it. We already know who one of the teams in each of the conference finals will be. The Minnesota Timberwolves eliminated the Golden State Warriors last night. They got a 121-110 win over the Warriors. The Timberwolves win that series 4-1. Minnesota's now awaiting the winner of the Nuggets Thunder series. And the Boston Celtics beat the New York Knicks last night to stay alive. The Celtics won that game 127-102 to win Game 5. New York still leads the series 3-2. The winner of that series will play the Indiana Pacers, who already eliminated the Cavs, are now, just like Minnesota, sitting around and waiting to see who they will face in the conference finals. Over in the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Hurricanes and Capitals went at it tonight. The game was tied 1-1. Washington had to win this game if they wanted to keep their series and their season alive, because Carolina came in with a 3-1 lead. But with 2 minutes to go in regulation, it looked like it was heading to overtime. Carolina goes up 2-1. They add an empty netter. They eliminate the Capitals 3-1. So Carolina is moving on, and the Capitals season is done. Right now, the Stars and Jets are going at it in Game 5 of that series. The Winnipeg Jets must win tonight or their season is done, because Dallas comes in with a 3-1 lead. They played all of 5 minutes. They are still scoreless there in Winnipeg between the Stars and the Jets. The Maple Leafs and Panthers will play Game 6 of their series tomorrow night after Florida absolutely beat the brakes off of Toronto yesterday in a 6-1 win. So that's what the NBA and NHL playoffs look like In Major League Baseball, the Rockies are off tonight. They ended their series. You know what? Who? They just got swept by who? Was it Houston? No, come on. How am I not remembering who the Rockies just finished the series with? Literally just finished the series with. Hold on. Now I got to look it up because it's bothering me. The Rangers. They lost yesterday 8-3 to the Rangers. The Rockies are now officially off to the worst start in the history of Major League Baseball. They are 7-36. There is couple of games going on in Major League Baseball. Kind of a lame Thursday in baseball, but the Rangers lead the Astros right now 1-0 in the top of the ninth, and the A's and Dodgers are just about to get it on here in 5 minutes' time. In our game, the Thunder lead the Nuggets 61-58 at the half. Your Nuggets halftime show was presented by Intermountain Healthcare. Jason Kosminski with the second half next right here on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets Nation, aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability, like a perfect three-pointer or a game-winning dunk. Choosing aluminum makes an impact, whether you're cheering from the stands, shooting hoops at the park, or enjoying a cold drink during the game. Remember that aluminum is your MVP to build a sustainable future. All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
Denver. That feeling. The energy. The excitement, the hard work, and the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger.
That's it, fly!
Mile High playoffs are back.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 1.99% APR on a 2025 Ridgeline or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Pilot, 2026 Passport, or 2025 CRV. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
We're going to set it off with this. Let's go.
Let's go. All up in your face.
Come back again. Come back again.
It's time for the second half.
Now there's some life in this building.
Here's the voice of the Denver Nuggets, Jason Kosminski.
All right, pick it up, Blue. Come on.
On the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
We are at halftime in Denver, Colorado. Nuggets get outscored 33-27 in that second quarter, but they finished off the second quarter with a 15-4 run. And we got a 3-point ball game here at halftime. And this will be Thunder basketball to begin the third quarter here. And here we go. The inbound goes over to Lou Dort. The Thunder move it right to left. Lou has it, hounded by Jamal Murray. Is at the midcourt circle. Throws it on the right side over to Jalen Williams. Williams goes to the left hand. Now back to the right. He's at the dotted line. Behind him over to Alexander. Alexander drives in, throws back behind him over to Williams. Williams, a 10-footer. Jumper short, rebound down to Murray. Boy, Nuggets came out flying all over the place. Murray drives through the lane, gets it off over to Porter. Porter split the defenders. Little one-arm floaters, an air ball from 5 feet away. And back the other way comes SGA. Alexander has it at the point. Throws it on the left side to Holmgren for 3. That's an air ball. What's going on here? Back the other way comes Jamal Murray. Murray has it at the point. Throws it on top over to Jokic. Jokic guarded by Chet Holmgren. He gets a pick, gets down the lane. Little floater is up and in, and the Nuggets are within 1, 61-60. And here comes SGA. We played a minute in the third quarter. Alexander has it up the right sideline, guarded out there by Jamal Murray. They blitz him. He throws out of it on top over to Holmgren. Corner 3, Jalen. That one's no good. Rebound comes down to Christian Brown. Outlet pass off over to Jokic. Dribbles behind his back to get away from Jalen Williams. Bucket here. Denver's back in the lead. Murray in the paint. Dotted line fadeaway. Got it! Back of the rim, front of the rim, right up and right back down. Nuggets are back in the lead here by 1 to start the third quarter. Alexander, top of the key to Dort for three. Jumper won't go. Rebound comes down to Murray. Murray has it up the left sideline again for Denver. Once again, he goes right to the rack on Holmgren. Layup hit the bottom of the backboard, and that'll be a foul on Chet. That's a second foul on Weird Science, and that'll put Jamal Murray to the free throw line here. And now the Thunder will call a timeout. Is that a challenge? I don't think it is. I think it's just a regroup. They haven't scored here to start this second half. So no challenge, just a timeout by the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus.
A nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
Style or substance? Somehow it became one or the other when choosing a truck. But there is another choice, not stopping until you have everything. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 6/2/25.
Where does a journey to wellness begin? Do you start looking for diet ideas? Or searching for exercise plans? Actually, you don't have to look far. Just look to the first two letters of the word wellness. We means you don't have to figure it out yourself. It means your hopes and challenges are a perfect match for our knowledge and resources. It means anything you want to achieve, together, we can achieve better. Because wellness begins with we. Intermountain Health, the power of we.
Hey basketball fans, ready to score some cash back? Tip off your shopping trips with the Ibotta app and get cash back on groceries and more. Start with Ibotta to find offers at hundreds of your favorite retailers, from grocery and home improvement to sporting goods and apparel. Then shop as usual in-store or online. The average saver earns over $100 per year. Download the free app and start earning cash back today. Ibotta, cash back made easy. Ibotta is a proud sponsor of the Denver Nuggets.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Can't wait to hear this one. The most active dude in that huddle was Nikola Jokic.
On the other side, David Adelman mentioned you need to get SGA involved and make him defend when the Nuggets are on offense. He's got 4 fouls in this game. Cuz have to go at him.
Yeah, that's what we thought too, Katie. Why Porter didn't just go right at him. He stopped and shot a floater instead. And then on a side note too, Jamal Murray got up a little tender after that foul by Chet Holmgren, but obviously he's shooting free throws and he'll be okay. Remember, like Katie said, SGA playing with 4 fouls in this basketball game. Second free throw by Murray is up and in. Dating back to the first half, this is a Nuggets 17-3 run. Alexander has it inside the arc. He spins to the dotted line. Jump shot's on the way. That one's up and in, and a foul on Denver. Christian Brown, I would assume, and it is. And that's 2 on him. And SGA right back to the free throw line here. Third quarter of Nuggets basketball brought to you by the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey, Tullamore Dew. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Free throw on the end one for SGA is up and in. And back the other way comes Denver. We're tied up at 64 points apiece. We played 2 minutes in the third quarter. Murray has it up the left sideline, shoots a three. That one's off the back and no good. Rebound down to Chet Holmgren. Outlet pass off over to SGA. Front court, Williams. Williams back behind him over to SGA. Good close out there by Gordon at the three-point line. SGA one-on-one with AG. He's got help defense with Christian. In the corner, catch and go is Dort. And a jumper in the paint. That one's good. 66-64. Jamal Murray whips it in the corner over to Aaron Gordon. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Now off to Jokic. He spins on Holmgren, goes right to the rim. Layup is up and in. You got to love that matchup. When Hartenstein goes out to get Gordon, this leaves Chet guarding Jokic, and that's a mismatch. Jumper for three by SGA is up and in. 3-point lead now for the Thunder, 69-66. Jokic has it at the point, back behind him over to Murray. Murray to Porter. Porter, no look to Jokic. In the corner, opposite side Brown, back over to Jokic. Cross-court Porter to three. Hit glass in the rim at the same time. Back the other way is Jalen Williams. Williams has it up the left sideline. He'll take a three. That one misses. Rebound cleared by Michael Porter Jr. And back the other way comes Denver. Here comes Jokic. Jokic has it over to Gordon. Gordon just runs right into SGA. Tried to draw a foul, didn't get it. Three-pointer Murray. That one misses. Got his own rebound. Back on top to Christian. Porter three. Yes! 69-69 the tie. We got the Billy Madison special for you. Back the other way is SGA. SGA has it at the point. Left side over to Jalen Williams. Throws on the right side. Holmgren three. That one's good. He got it right back. 72-69. Outlet pass off over to Jamal Murray. Murray has it up the left sideline. He's got it out there by Luke Dort. He brings it back out over the point. Right side to Porter. Corner three, Christian. That one hit glass on the rim at the same time. Rebound down to Jalen Williams. Outlet pass off over to Alexander. Alexander goes to the left hand on Christian. Fadeaway. Not going to count. Made it. Will not count. Foul first on Christian Brown. That's three. Alex Caruso going to come in. And Caruso basketball on the side, 17 on the shot clock. Inbound over to Hartenstein, back to Caruso. Round the horn they go to Alexander. Alexander, cross court, Caruso three. That one misses. Rebound down to Porter. Outlet pass off over to Jamal Murray. Murray has it on the left side, gets a pick there from Christian Brown, moves off of that. Now he brings it back out over the point. Better pick from Jokic. Murray has it at the wing. Throws it to Joker at the nail, guarded by Jalen Williams. Kick out three, Christian doesn't shoot it. Murray will. Missed it. Rebound down to Christian Brown. Goes back up and in. Nuggets are within one, 72-71. SGA has it at the midcourt circle. Whips it. What is this whistle here? Referee number 2 again. A foul on Murray. Murray is perplexed. It's 3 on Jamal. Here's the replay on the big board here. Oh, we missed it. Late replay. Late substitution allowed for the Thunder. 2 of them. Here comes Wiggins and Wallace. SGA and his 4 fouls are going to come out. Here's the better. Oh, I thought we were going to get a better replay on the big board here. Murray's still complaining about that call. Caruso inbound over to Jalen Williams. Left side, Wiggins and a 3. That one misses. Rebound cleared by Jokic. That's his 9th. Outlet pass off over to Christian Brown. Brown top the key to Jokic. Left side over to Murray. Murray lobs it back door over to Aaron Gordon. Loses it out of bounds. They're going to give it to Oklahoma City. Said that Gordon dribbled it out of bounds, I believe. Back the other way is Wiggins. Top of the key, Caruso. Back on the right side is Wiggins. Driving a dish back to Caruso at the point. Right side in the corner. Wiggins back over to Wallace, top of the key Caruso. In the paint, dumps it off to Hartenstein and a dunk with 2 hands. 74-71, Denver's down by 3. Jokic has the basketball here for Denver. Whips it in the corner over to Porter, long 2. Jumper, good. His foot was on the line. 74-74 is the tie. Jalen Williams has it up the right sideline. Pick there from Wiggins. He gets down low to Hartenstein, another dunk behind his head. Michael Porter Jr. a little bit late rotating over. Here comes Jokic again. Halfway home in the third quarter. Throws it off over to Murray. Free throw line extended. He goes to the baseline. Picks up his dribble. Step through the defenders. Got it, and a foul as well. That one's going to be on Andrew Wiggins, and 1 free throw here for Jamal Murray. Win or stay home for the Denver Nuggets. Well, Murray had 11 in the first quarter. He makes this one here, he'll be up to 20. And he's there. 76-76 is the tie. Andrew Wiggins has the basketball. Wiggins has it, midcourt circle, guarded by Aaron Gordon. Throws it on top to Hartenstein, hands it off behind him to Williams. Williams goes to the left hand, top of the key is Wiggins. Head fake on the 3, gets in the paint, up and under layup, no good. Dunked home by Hartenstein. Nobody boxed him out. Isaiah Hartenstein a factor here in the third quarter for the Thunder. Aaron Gordon brings the basketball up here for Denver, guarded by Caruso. Goes left side over to Murray. Murray guarded by Cason Wallace. Gets a pick from Aaron Gordon. Lobs it to Aaron Gordon on the wing, guarded by Cason Wallace. Back on top to Murray. Murray, crossover move, he's in the paint. Little floater, got fouled, no whistle, missed it. And then a foul on the putback by Christian Brown right before the shot clock horn. Now, Daignault wants to know if they should challenge that thing. He's asking the players.
We will review this foul to determine if the foul occurred before or after the expiration of the shot clock.
Now remember, technically you're only supposed to get 30 seconds to challenge it. And so, in my basketball eye, it felt like it was off in time. But we'll take a look at it here. I don't know when they blew the whistle. They're showing a slow motion replay, but you don't know when the whistle was blown. This is pretty close. First of all, it should have been a foul on Caruso.
Upon review, it has been confirmed that the illegal contact occurred prior to expiration of the shot clock. Therefore, the foul remains 2 free throws.
So 2 free throws here for Christian Brown. And now the ever-looming question. When the fourth quarter begins, how does that rotation look like? Do Jokic and Murray play and Gordon play out the string here? Start the fourth quarter. Free throw number 1 for Christian Brown. And that one's good. Any rebroadcast this game is strictly prohibited without the written consent of the Nuggets or the NBA. Burke Simpson Injury Lawyers remind you that when the game is on the line, call 303-790-2525. If you've been injured, contact Burke Simpson Good Lawyers, changing lives. Second free throw for him is good. 78-78 is the tie. Andrew Wiggins has the basketball. He's got it on the high right side against Christian Brown. Top of the key to Jalen Williams. Williams runs into a double team. He goes to the right hand, throws it in the corner to Wiggins. Head fake on the 3. Now Hartenstein with 5 on the clock. Picks up his dribble. Short clock. Cason Wallace 3. That one misses. Rebound tipped by Hartenstein and grabbed by Brown. Went right over the back of Jokic and knocked him down to the ground. High left side is Christian Brown. Nuggets got to make some hay while SGA is fighting foul trouble on the bench here. Porter from 12 feet. That one's no good. Rebound comes down to Jalen Williams. Williams coast to coast. In the paint, little bank shot. No good. Rebound swatted out and grabbed by Aaron Gordon. Gordon has it up the left sideline. He's guarded by Caruso. Starts backing him down to the wing. He's at the mid post. Fadeaway. No good. Rebound comes down to Cason Wallace. 78-78 the tie. Top of the key, Hartenstein. Hands it off to Jalen Williams. He'll take a long two. That one's no good. Rebound down to Jokic. That's his 10th. He's got a double-double. Jokic has it up the right sideline, guarded by Hartenstein. He's at the elbow. Throws out of it over to Murray, right back over to Jokic. Jokic against the former Nugget, Hartenstein. Fakes a spin move, little hook shots on the way. That one's up and in, nifty move. Denver breaks the tie. They're back in the lead by 2, 80-78. Jalen Williams has it at the point now for the Thunder. Left side over to Wallace. On the wing is Hartenstein. Hartenstein, couple of dribbles, hands it off over to Jalen Williams. He drives in on Jokic, throws out of it. Wiggins, deep three, jumper misses. Rebound down to Joker, his 11th. Outlet pass off over to Aaron Gordon. They're going to bury SGA in this third quarter and save those 2 fouls for the fourth. High right side is Jokic. Jokic is at the nail. Jump pass over to Gordon. Now Caruso fouling Jokic, not letting him set a pick, just fronting him and shoving him around. That's the 4th team foul in the quarter against the Thunder. This will get Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams, the backup, onto the floor. And here comes Julian Strawther and Russell Westbrook for Denver off their bench. Nuggets had 8 points off of their bench in the first half. You need to get Westbrook going a little bit here. He's 1 of 3. On the elbow is Jokic. Top of the key is Christian. Christian throws out of it over to Westbrook in the paint. Leans in, missed a wide open layup. Rebound down to Holmgren. Outlet pass off over to Wiggins. Less than 3 to go. Timeout, next whistle. Top of the key is Jalen. J-Dub goes to the left hand. Alley-oop to Holmgren, too tall. Loses the basketball out of bounds. Last touch by Denver. And now the referee realizes he made a mistake. He originally gave it to the Thunder. Now that'll be Denver basketball coming back the other way. And there's our timeout. 2:41 left in the third. Denver leads it by 2 on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Kreckman and Lindahl.
Hey, what up, Nuggets Nation? It's Nate Kreckman.
And it's Andy Lindahl. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder Game 6. It's win or stay home.
What are we looking for after tonight? Is it a Game 7 on Sunday? Or do we discuss whether or not to retain David Adelman as the head coach?
We're going to get into it tomorrow at 3 here on the home of Mile High Playoffs, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Denver. That feeling, the energy, the excitement, the hard work, and the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger.
Let's it fly!
Mile High Playoffs are back.
Nuggets Nation, aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability, like a perfect three-pointer or a game-winning dunk. Choosing aluminum makes an impact, whether you're cheering from the stands, shooting hoops at the park, or enjoying a cold drink during the game. Remember that aluminum is your MVP to build a sustainable future. All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
Everyone has a fave Wendy's Frosty flavor. And when you're choosing from chocolate or vanilla, it's not that hard. But now, there's all new Frosty Swirls and Frosty Fusions. So try picking your fave from Oreo Brownie Fusion, Pop-Tarts Strawberry Fusion, Strawberry Swirl, Brownie Batter Swirl, Caramel Swirl, and Caramel Crunch Fusion. Not so easy now, huh? For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location. Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group. Pop-Tarts is a trademark of Kellogg North America Co., LLC. Used with permission.
Hey, Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai. With Colorado's largest Hyundai service department in the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in. to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google continues on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver, Oklahoma City on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Hey gang, one of your Nuggets hit a double-double today, so don't forget tomorrow you can go to Wendy's and get a free 6-piece nugget, crispy or spicy with any purchase. Valid tomorrow only, one per person at participating Denver, Front Range, and Colorado Springs Wendy's restaurants. 2:41 left to go in the third quarter. Nuggets lead it by 2. And the inbound goes to Nikola Jokic. Jokic has it up the left sideline. Strother and Westbrook on the floor now for Denver. Top of the key is Jamal Murray. Murray gets a pick from Jokic, throws it over to Strother, gets it back from Westbrook. Right side now is Murray. Murray goes to the left hand, backs up to the three-point line, back over to Jokic in a 3. Off the back of the rim, rebound down to Strother. Thought about a putback 3. Instead gets it off over to Christian Brown. Now over to Jokic on the high right side. He's guarded by Chet Holmgren. Kick out 3, deep. Brown, short. Rebound. Fought for, and it comes down to Jalen Williams, the backup. The starter, Jalen Williams, is now on the bench. High left side is SGA. I guess they're not going to bury him. He leans in. Reverse side layup is up and in. That's the first time the Thunder have made a bucket in 6 attempts. Back the other way comes Jokic. Tie ball game at 80. High left side is Jamal Murray. Murray, guarded by Casey Walls, gets a pick from Strother. Throws it over to Jules in a 3. Yeah! Julian Strother coming up big. Denver leads it by 3, 83-80. Back the other way is Alexander. That's going to be a foul on Strother, allegedly shoving Lou Dort to the floor. Pretty good acting job there by Lou Dort. Both teams have 14 fouls in the quarter here. Free throws the rest of the way. Oh my goodness. Referee number 3 got fooled on that one. Top of the key is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets a pick, goes out of it over to Wallace. Wallace back behind him over to SGA. SGA drives in on Christian Brown, up and under layup, no good. Rebound Holmgren. Goes back up, has it blocked out of his hands by Jokic. Front court over to Murray, leans in, layup, good! Wanted a foul as well, didn't get it. Almost got teed up, maybe probably should have. 85-80. That's referee number 3 again. Like I say, this is probably the farthest round he will ref in. High right side is Alexander, offensive foul on Jalen Williams, the backup, and then he gets a talking to by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Nuggets lead it by 5, looking to tack on in the closing minute of the third. Hartenstein going to come in, and Jalen Williams will come out. 12-4 run here by Denver. And here we go. Inbound goes over to Jamal Murray. Murray walks it across the timeline. He's guarded out there by Dort. He gets a pick from Jokic. Moves off of that. He's at the wing now as Murray. Dribbles through the lane. Throws out of it. Three-pointer Strother. Got it again! Julian Strother in the third. Puts Denver up 8 on a 15-4 run. Alexander misses a 3 on the other end. Difference between game and shot clock now, 4.8 seconds. Denver will wind this puppy down. The hot hand is Julian Strother. Left side of the midcourt circle is Jamal Murray. He gets a high pick from Christian Brown. Another one from Jokic. 6 on the clock for Jamal. He goes to the left hand. He backs up in the paint. Strother layup. Got it again! That's 8 in the quarter for Strother. Denver matches their big lead of 10. SGA, the length of the floor runner, missed it but allegedly got fouled. Christian Brown, referee number 3, says, this guy's struggling a little bit here. Let's take a look at the replay. For what? I mean, I know you want to hold Hold your challenges until the fourth quarter, but Denver's could have gone through a couple of them here anyway. SGA once again to the free throw line. And that was a guest job there. One more free throw here for SGA. 0.6 coming back for Denver the other way. Maybe Jokic can grease one in from 80 feet. Strother going to come out, man. Give that guy a round of applause. From Jokic from 85 feet. Oh my God, I thought that thing was online. It looked online here. Denver closes out the third quarter on a 17-6 run. They have an 8-point lead in a winner stay-home game. And the fourth quarter comes up next on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets basketball. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of Mile High Playoffs. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder Game 6.
And the crowd is into it.
Coming up tomorrow, we're going to break tonight's game down and talk about what's next for your Nuggets. Are we getting set for a Game 7? And if not, should David Adelman be named as the permanent head coach? It's going to be a busy Friday, and it all starts at 6 in the morning with Brett Kane on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
When the game is on the line, you need someone you can trust and rely on. And when you've been seriously injured, you can trust Berg Simpson. The experienced and nationally recognized lawyers at Berg Simpson are ready to fight aggressively for your best possible outcome. We know that legal victories are not given. They are earned through hard work, determination, and commitment to excellence.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
There's lots of reasons to make Central City your first stop when you're heading up the hill. Want to play craps? They'll make room for you at the table. Don't get sports betting? They'll teach you. Like steak? They'll cook it just right. That same bartender will be working every trip up and pour your shot of Tuaca as soon as you sit down. In Central City, guests come first. Get there in less than an hour. Take I-70 to exit 243 and the Central City Parkway. Your 4 lanes to fun.
We've always known Redbird Farms for being the fan favorite chicken at home or in your favorite restaurant. Now you can find it behind the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market. You can choose fresh, hand-picked cuts of flavorful chicken breast, the wing, the thighs. Get the perfect portions for any occasion when you're cooking by yourself or feeding the whole team at home. It's perfect for grilling, roasting, any way you crave your chicken. It's gotta be Redbird. Available fresh, frozen, and now at the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market.
Redbird Farms.
The daughter of an electrical engineer, Leslie Bailey's dad told her that she should learn a trade. Even though she waited until her 40s, she switched careers and became a union electrician. She loves the freedom to travel and work in other states or countries and says the feeling of belonging to something bigger than yourself is amazing.
I'm Leslie Bailey. I am the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW. Come join us.
Go online at IBEW68.com.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.99% APR on a 2025 Civic or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or HR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Start of the fourth quarter. Downstairs is Katie Wingy.
Well, first of all, Kaz, that was a fired up Denver Nuggets quarter break huddle. They were all clapping, getting each other amped, and it's probably because of this. Game 4, you led by 6 going in the fourth quarter, you lost. Game 5, you led by 8 going in the fourth quarter, you lost. This script has to be different here for the Denver Nuggets, and they know it.
True that. Here's Jamal Murray to begin the fourth quarter. Throws it off over to Strother. Leans in, little floater. That one misses. Rebound down to Hartenstein. And indeed, Jokic is on the bench to start the fourth quarter. SGA has it, left side over to Wiggins. Corner three, Wallace. Jumper's no good. Rebound, Hartenstein. Throws back out of it over to Wiggins. Wiggins fake the pass, now throws it to Caruso for three. That one's no good. Rebound hits the ground and then grabbed by Aaron Gordon. Outlet pass off over to Jamal Murray. Front court is Westbrook. Westbrook driving a dish down low to Watson. Missed a dunk. Rebound comes down to Gordon. He's fouled from behind by Hartenstein. Late whistle, but the right call by the outside official. Well, meanwhile, referee number 3, 2 feet away from the play, didn't do anything about it. That's 4 on Hartenstein. Oh, it could have been a foul on the Watson dunk. Denver basketball on the side. Shot clock reset to 14. Inbound on top over to Aaron Gordon. Gordon peels off to the right wing. Throws out of Murray for 3. Yes! 11-point lead for Denver, 93-82. And this is Denver's big lead of the night. Back the other way is SGA. We played a minute in the fourth. Crossover move, runs into Watson, throws out of it. Three-pointer Wiggins. That one's no good. Rebound down to Peyton Watson. Bucket here, you got to burn an early timeout. Jamal Murray has it up the right sideline. He's guarded out there by Wallace. Slip pick there by Peyton Watson. Murray throws it to Peyton at the dotted line. Behind him over to Strother. Head fake on the 3. Back over to Murray with 5 on the clock. Murray puts it on the floor, gets in the paint, leans in, up and under, layup won't go. Rebound comes down to Cason Wallace, almost stolen by Westbrook, and they're going to call a shot clock violation on Denver. Hartenstein going to come out, and Jalen Williams back in. That's the starter, Jalen Williams. And here come the Thunder. SGA has it at the midcourt circle, guarded out there by Peyton Watson. High pick there from Caruso. He goes to the left hand, leans in, layup blocked by Westbrook. The ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Denver and Peyton Watson. Good block by Russ. .13 on the shot clock now for the Thunder. Jalen Williams has it. Inbound goes over to Alexander. Cutter is Caruso, and the layup is up and in. Well-designed play there underneath. And the inbound goes to Jamal Murray. Nuggets hanging on to a 9-point lead in the fourth quarter. Up the left sideline is Jamal. Guarded by Cason Wallace. Gets a pick there from Aaron Gordon. He backs up to the high left side. Top of the key over to Strother. Strother gets a pick from Peyton Watson. Throws it in the corner over to Westbrook. Short clock for Russ. He's in the paint. Behind him, Watson leans in. Little layup, no good. Rebound, Westbrook, no good. Rebound fought for. And then grabbed by Wiggins. You got to make both of those. Caruso on the other end. Layup is up and in. Peyton Watson, wide open layup. Back the other way comes Jamal Murray. Nugget lead down to 7. Just give Jokic another minute. He'll be all right. Murray goes to the left hand against Caruso. He stops. It'd be nice to get a score here. In the corner, over to Westbrook. Westbrook throws it away again. It's a 2-on-1. Jalen Williams, reverse side layup. Blocked by Peyton Watson. Loose ball comes down to Strother. What a play. Strother has it to the rim. He leans in. Layup, no good. Put back by Westbrook is in. 9-point lead for Denver, 95-86. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has it at the point. He's guarded out there by Strother. Throws it down low to Caruso. He leans in on Gordon. Missed it. Rebound comes down to Aaron Gordon. Gordon has it across the timeline. Gets knocked to the floor by Caruso. That'll be a foul on him. Denver basketball on the side. Westbrook will look in. Westbrook throws it in over to Aaron Gordon. Gordon goes to the left hand, got fouled on the pass, no whistle. He gets the loose ball back. He'll take a 3. Short, no good. Rebound, Watson had it, lost it. He tipped it over to Dort. Good effort, though. Back over to SGA. Jokic is up and off the bench now for Denver. Top of the key is Alexander. Alexander guarded by Peyton Watson. Crossover move, throws it down low over to Wallace. Wallace against Murray. Hook shot, misses everything. Rebound, one-handed Jamal Murray. Murray has it the other way. Dribbles behind his back. He's at the point. Guarded by Wallace. Nuggets lead it by 9 with the basketball. East free throw line extended. They threaten a triple team on Murray. He backs him down. Throws out of it. Three-pointer Russ. Off the back of the rim and no good. Long rebound down to Peyton Watson. Watson has it at the logo. Back behind him over to Strother. Less than 8 minutes to go. Strother beat Williams off the dribble. He's in the paint. Leans in. Layup no good. He got fouled. Julian Strother's playing his tail off right now. He'll go to the free throw line. Jokic is up and off the bench here for Denver. Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren up and off the bench for the Thunder. 2 free throws here for Strother. If he gets them both here, that'll be a playoff career high for Jules. That little nugget of the game is brought to you by Redbird Farms Chicken, what real chicken tastes like, available at King Super, City Market, and Safeway. Free throw number 1 for him is up and in. Murray will come out and get a breather for maybe 2 minutes. Jokic and Brown back on the floor now for Denver. And Julian Strother looking for his new playoff career high with a made free throw. It would be at 10. That one's good for Julian Strother. That's 10 points for him off the bench in 14 minutes. Inbound goes to Lou Dort. Dort has it across the timeline, guarded out there by Peyton Watson. High right side is Alexander. Alexander gets a Hartenstein pick. Falls down. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Foul called on Denver. Says he pulled him. Let's take a look at the replay here. Nothing there. Absolutely nothing. Challenge these things, man. Jalen Williams gets the inbound over to SGA. He's guarded out there by Christian Brown. Throws it left side over to Holmgren. Holmgren cuts against the grain, throws out of it. Lou Dort, 3. Short and no good. Rebound, Holmgren lost it out of bounds. Denver basketball. Inbound goes to Russell Westbrook. He wanted to challenge it. Daigneault did, but Denver inbounded it too quickly. At the midcourt circle is Westbrook. High pick there from Jokic. He gets to the rim, throws out of it to Peyton Watson. Watson in the paint, fadeaway, bank shot, no good. Rebound down to Holmgren. Outlet pass off over to Alexander. Alexander has it up the right sideline. High pick from Hartenstein, now picked up by Watson. Stutter step and a drive, baseline jump shot up and in. 97-88, 9-point lead for Denver. Inbound to Westbrook. About another minute or so and you get Murray back on the floor. Westbrook fouled by Lou Dort. That's good. That's the 4th team foul in the quarter against the Thunder with 6:49 left. Timeout, okay. AC on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Denver. That feeling, the energy, the excitement, the hard work, and the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger. Mile High Playoffs.
Tullamore in the quarter. Just 2 made threes in the half. Gilgeous Alexander from the mid-range. He's got.
All right, you're a little bit closer. You're warming up. My goodness. Rock. Let's get it! All right, Rock. We gotta have it tonight. Last shot, Rock, last shot. You can do it! Oh, my goodness. All right, Rock. Well, that $200 will roll into the next home game.
assist of the game is brought to you by State Farm.
We were all wondering what Jamal Murray would look like once we found out he was questionable to even play. What a lift he's given Denver, playing strong at the rim in transition, and then here showing you some great footwork as a screener, and then watch the way he backpedals into this three, gets his weight going forward, and steps into a three.
David Adelman told us we didn't even know after the first 6 minutes how much he could play. And Jamal Murray's played 35 minutes. That was him a moment ago on the bench, but back on the floor with a team-high 25 points. Jokic rested the first 4 minutes and 7 seconds. He's come back fresh. And Jokic from deep gives Denver a 12-point lead.
And what a time to hit his first three. Only 3 attempts on the night. Not a lot of space there, but felt comfortable going up and over the top.
Largest lead of the game. The Thunder have just 27 points in this half. They can't make a shot from deep. Dort misses. Jokic ahead to Brown. Midway point of the fourth quarter, Denver trying to force a game 7, which would be in Oklahoma City Sunday. Jokic up and down. The fourth quarter has killed the Nuggets this series, but not tonight. Their lead is now 14.
Jokic exerting his will right now as a scorer, understanding his team needs him to close the deal.
Wow, Oklahoma City 2 for 17 from 3 this half after that air ball.
Yeah, he tricks you sometimes when he shoots these threes because it's just so relaxed and comfortable. And once that second defender clears out, Hartenstein can't get there in time. Again, look at the hands, holds off the defender, catches it with one hand, and then that soft one-footed jumper.
Brown, what a play. Jalen Williams rips it away and blew the dunk. Williams just 3 for 15. It's just not the Thunder's night.
Review has been determined that there was illegal contact by Caruso to Jokic's arm. This challenge is unsuccessful. They'll be charged with timeout. They have no additional challenges. Jokic will shoot penalty for 2 shots.
Unsuccessful challenge by Mark Daigneault. Foul on Alex Caruso, and so Nikola Jokic at the line for 2 more free throws. Denver is 1 minute and 10 seconds away from forcing a game 7. It would be the 3rd straight series for the Denver Nuggets that has gone 7. They beat the Clippers in game 7 here at home in the first round, and at home last year in the conference semifinals, they blew a 20-point lead and lost to Minnesota in game 7. This one would be on the road in Oklahoma City Sunday afternoon on ABC. "26 points for the 3-time MVP. First player ever to finish in the top 3 in points, rebounds, and assists in a single season. Historic regular season, but he might not win the MVP because this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the front runner. Jalen Williams in the corner. Skip to Caruso. Caruso for 3. It's good. 115-107. And Westbrook will call a timeout. That will leave Denver with 1. Oklahoma City has 1 as well.
Really good defensive possession by Denver. They were all over the floor. Multiple closeouts. And eventually, no choice here but for Caruso to let this fly. And he's not nearly as good from the 3 off the dribble. But he knocks that one down with good contest there by Jamal Murray.
Denver has had a lot of trouble just getting into its offensive set. Also having trouble inbounding the ball at multiple times here. Anything you can do strategically to change that, to help out your inbounder?
Well, one thing, they like to have Jokic inbound the ball a lot in this situation because they trust him so much. He's a great passer. He's got size. He can get it anywhere on the court. But I also think I would like to design something where he is the first recipient of the inbound, because where the ball goes next is going to determine that possession. There's going to be an initial trap. I don't think OKC fouls immediately. I would like Jokic to receive the inbounds pass so he can then get it to point B, get the ball up the floor and away from this pressure.
And is there enough time if you're the Thunder to play this out, or do you have to foul after the first or second pass at this point?
I think you get one trap, and they're so good at the way they play passing lanes with all of their speed. A trap, try to read a passing lane on that first pass. If you can't get it, then you take a foul. All of that will take no more than about 5 seconds.
You can throw it into the backcourt here because of the timeout. They're inbounding the ball in the front court, and it is Jokic that's the recipient of the pass, and he gets fouled. He'll go back to the line. Jalen Williams called for the foul.
Yeah, and he has a look on his face. I don't think they were necessarily trying to foul. They were trying to do exactly what they did. This is a really tough spot for Jokic to end up with the ball in a trap. But he's so big, and he can get it to the weak side if he had to. That's why I like the ball coming into him to make free throws, or out of the trap, get it to the other side of the floor.
Shai coming back on the court. There was a critical juncture at the end of the first half. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander picked up his 4th foul. At that point, Denver was already making a move. They were down 12. But when he went to the bench, the Thunder couldn't score, and Denver ended up tying the game before a Dort 3 at the buzzer. This game was tied then at 80 apiece until Julian Strawther went off. Jokic makes them both back to a 10-point game. Thunder has to hurry. 50 seconds left. Joe gets some airspace. 3 is off the mark. Rebound Brown. And a foul. 40 seconds away from a game 7. And the crowd here in Denver, a standing ovation for the 2023 NBA champs. They like their team's chances in a one-game scenario. Who should be more nervous going into that game? A team that's been there like Denver, a 68-win team like Oklahoma City that hasn't been there.
Well, you play all year to earn that game on your home court. They did that. That home crowd is electric. They only lost 6 games in the regular season there, but it's a young team. They got knocked out in the second round a year ago. They'll be facing that level of pressure at home. And you've got some guys that haven't shot the ball well, particularly tonight. In the case of Jalen Williams, throughout the entire series, that are going to be asked now to make big shots in front of the home crowd, where there's going to be a lot of tension if you see guys string together some misses. So Denver's dealt with this. They're a champion. Oklahoma City trying to get there.
119-107. Oklahoma City has emptied the bench. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, by the way, has played in 1 game 7, and that was in the bubble back in 2020. The Denver Nuggets with an impressive 4th quarter. Jamal Murray, playing through illness, goes for 42 minutes, scores 25 points. Nikola Jokic, 29 points, 14 rebounds, 8 assists. Really was aggressive in the second half after a quiet first half. But Julian Strawther, Denver's not here without the second-year pro out of Gonzaga, who played sparingly during the regular season, also dealt with some injuries, but was a star here tonight. We've got a game 7 in the West. Sunday afternoon on ABC in Oklahoma City. 1 game to decide who will join Minnesota in the conference finals between the Denver Nuggets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And let's check in with Katie George.
Thanks, Dave. Jamal, what's it like playing under the weather in an elimination game and providing a much-needed 25 points for your team?
I'm just glad we won. We brought the right energy needed, and they're a good team. They stuck with it, but we gave ourselves life to go to OKC and win a game.
When you woke up this morning, was there any chance you didn't play in this game?
Absolutely not.
You and Jokic do what you normally do, but you got huge performances from Christian Brown, Julian Strawther off the bench. How impactful were your role players tonight?
Amazing. Like I said, they brought the right energy, not just making shots, but their intent, their focus, their awareness on what's going on around them, and we needed every much of it. So we're going to need more. It's nice. It's another step in the right direction, but we got a huge game in 2 days.
Best of luck in Game 7.
Thank you.
2 days rest, Katie. They'll play Sunday afternoon on ABC in Oklahoma City for the right to face Minnesota in the Western Conference Finals. For Tim Legler, Katie George, our entire outstanding ESPN crew, I'm Dave Pash saying so long from Denver. Sports Center is up next. Highlights of this game, a look ahead to Game 6 tomorrow night on ESPN between the Knicks and Celtics, and Game 7 between the Thunder and Denver in OKC on Sunday.
I hear you.